tell me.
Do you really know? No. Do you really know? No. Do you really know? 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 Do you know your history? When a doctrine slayer in your city, you know it's not gonna be very pretty. Better get online, listen in. We gonna heal your mind from within. It's Hidden History Radio, and we really, really wanna know if you really know who you are. Gonna go really far. Tell me, do you really know? No. Do you really know? No. Do you really know? Do you really know? Do you really know? Do you really know? Do you know your history? Do you really know? Do you really know? Do you know?
Yo, we are back. We are back. I'm excited. We are coming to an end of us ruling over Europe. They're coming to a close soon. So I did tell y'all I might go into the 12 tribes on the other side of the world, but I don't know, man. That's a huge undertaking, man. But hey, you are now tuned into
Our Hidden History Radio Show.
It's episode 201.
Yes, sir.
Episode 201. Damn. Anyways, so we're just going to jump right into it. I got a lot to cover. But I did say to y'all on the 200th episode that I would go into the 12 tribes aside from the Western Hemisphere and into the Eastern. But there's so much more to add to that list. That list is an abbreviation. That's not even all of it. That's just like an abbreviation. We're adding as we go. As we research and study and travel, we've come across for this for the most part, based upon personal accounts from the people that live in these areas that we've spoken to or who are in our congregation, passed on to them through oral tradition as well. We go off of that as well, along with the books that substantiate those oral traditions as well and scriptures as well. So going into that will be a huge undertaking. So we may have to be a collective effort. That's a man. So we'll see what happens. So yeah,
We'll be good. We already got a lot of books.
Officer Chattel's like, yeah, man, we should just work together. I'm like, yeah. Okay.
All praises.
See what happens. But I might touch on the fourth beast, the 7 heads, 10 horns, and history surrounding that. 'Cause there's so much history behind that alone, and that's just all Bible. Like I don't really got to go anywhere else. That's just all scripture. So I might go into that also, or go into that while I'm working on the 12 tribes on the other side. So I might do that. I guess like a buffer, or what do you call that? It's
like a
fluff. I don't know, man. Whatever. Interlude.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. But one of them, I'm black, man. One of them words that do something in the meantime. Meantime lessons. In the meantime. Yeah, Google a word for me. That make me sound smart. Anyway.
Interlude.
Yeah. Interlude. There you go. Yeah. Brief period of time, event, performance that occurs between longer events, processes. Right. Interlude. I was right. Interlude. Correct. So, but in the meantime, let's just jump into it. Get me real quick. I want whence came the Black Irish, and I want page 35. We're gonna just hurry up and run through this book real fast. We spent a lot of time in it. We spent a lot of time in this book, and I'm getting exhausted. 35. Because we were touching on the Black Irish, them being shipped off and so forth to the Caribbean islands. I saw a lot of Benjamin over there got a lot of Irish last names. Wallace, all them last names, because there were a lot of them had those names already. Read that, Richard Blome.
Richard Blome.
We have this book. This book is actually published in 1670, something like that?
1678.
Yeah, Richard Blome's book, yes. Go ahead.
Richard Blome, writing as early as 1678,
tells
us concerning Barbados, the inhabitants of this isle may be ranged under 3 heads or sorts, to wit, masters, which are English, Scotch, and Irish.
Those are the white ones, go ahead.
with some few Dutch, French, and Jews,
Israelis. Right?
Christian servants, and Negro slaves. And these three sorts are exceeding numerous, for according to a calculation not long since made, the masters and servants did amount to about 50,000, and the Negroes to about double the number.
100,000.
The figures are probably exaggerated, as Blome is writing from hearsay and not from personal observation. Thomas Warner secured from Charles I on September 13, 1625, a commission as governor of the English islands in the Caribbean Sea, of which Barbados and St. Christopher were for a time to be the principal ones.
Next, give me page 39. So we had a lot of Negro slaves going back to when the black Irish are brought over there. And the white Irish, pretty much, and Scots were set over them. Read that?
The priest referred to was the Reverend John Stritch, S.J., a native of Limerick in Ireland, who labored for a time in the West Indies. But Williamson is in error in assuming that Father Stritch was alone on St. Christopher. As we have seen, he found there a regularly established Jesuit community with Father de Vivier as superior. What does seem probable is that Father Stritch was the first Irish Jesuit to visit his countrymen in the land of their bondage.
In their land of bondage.
In their land of bondage.
In their land, to visit his countrymen in their land of bondage. So this man here must have been Jake, visiting his countrymen in their land of bondage. Their land. That's what Ireland was for us, our land of bondage. Go ahead.
And his welcome must naturally have attracted the attention of the English authorities. Be that as it may, when Father Stritch reached the island of Montserrat, despite the fact that it was under English rule, he found there what was, for all practical purposes, an Irish Catholic settlement.
Go down. Go to the next page, page 44. So that became our land of bondage, pretty much. 44, read that? Yep, right there, Griffith Hughes.
Griffith Hughes, and his very name is suggestive, despite the fact that he was rector of St. Lucy's Anglican Church in Barbados.
A lot of Benjamin is Anglican. A lot of them come from the Anglican Church. I think Deacon Malachi came from that background, too. They went to an Anglican school and a church. Go ahead.
Writing in 1750, tells us concerning the Negro slaves, even in his day, we are obliged, in order to keep up a necessary number, to have a yearly supply from Africa. Mm-hmm. The hard labor and often the want of necessaries, which these unhappy creatures are obliged to undergo, destroy a greater number than are bred here. If this was true of the Negro, inured as he was to hardship and privations,
Mm-hmm.
what must have been the mortality among the white indentured servants, who were frequently of gentle origin and whose lot in bondage was far more arduous and exhausting than that of the Negro slaves.
Yeah, but they got freedom. They got let go. We weren't. So regardless of their bondage being as worse, they go free. Them white ones. Go ahead.
Such then was the fate of
because remember they were shipping us off, and they also shipped off a lot of the white prisoners and inmates and all that stuff. So a lot of them were granted all kinds of privileges, or the white folks were granted indentured servitude. So what the authors do is they try to lump them all together. The black slaves and the indentured servants were all slaves together. The white indentured servants pretty much became our masters, and if their work was harder than ours, they got to go free. We were not allowed to go free. Go ahead.
Such then was the fate of the Irish victims.
The Irish victims is the black Irish victims. Go ahead.
Of Cromwellian brutality.
Watch.
Whether we wish to call them slaves or designate them by the more euphemistic name of bond servants.
See me do 28? Bond servants. Cromwell, remember Oliver Cromwell went on a rampage and started massacring a lot of the black Irish out the land and shipped us out of there. And then we were also told we can come back. He was like, nah, they can't come back. Right. Don't bring them back here. Let them stay there. That was 10 years. He got that 10 years of power. He went crazy, bro. He was killing us he killed like a quarter of our population out of there. And put his own people and military in the lands that the black Irish and Scots had originally. That's what he did. You got it?
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. Come on! And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bond women, and no man shall buy you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I was over there. I wasn't there.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
Yeah, the ships from Ireland, ships from Scotland, and brought us to the Caribbean. Go ahead.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen.
Bondmen, or go ahead.
And bond
Or
women.
bond servants. Go ahead.
And no man shall buy you.
No man can redeem you except the Lord himself. No man can redeem us from that condition as a nation. That's all I want. That's part of the curses. Let's go back. Before leaving Barbados.
Before leaving Barbados,
What page are we in again? Go ahead.
Before leaving Barbados, however, attention.
That's all I want. Jump to verse 49. 48.
To Jamaica. In concluding our chapter on the Irish and Barbados, we had occasion to refer in passing to the Buccaneers. It is interesting then to find Agnes M. Whitson opening her forward to the constitutional development of Jamaica with the observation: the conquest of Jamaica was the first of the great buccaneering expeditions. In a time of peace between England and Spain, Cromwell secretly prepared a naval and military force and sent it out to gain an interest in that part of the West Indies in the possession of the Spaniards.
Right, so Cromwell went to war against the Spaniards to gain those islands into British rule. Go ahead.
From the original manuscript in the Boston College Library, we find Admiral Penn reporting from Barbados under date of March 17, 1655, in connection with the land forces. Our new levies, whose number besides 2 troops of horse, I suppose, are above 3,000. And C.H. Firth, who edited the narrative of General Venables, who was the co-leader of the expedition with Admiral Penn, says, at Barbados, between 3,000 and 4,000 men were raised, of whom Lieutenant Colonel Barrington gives the following account. Being well settled in our respective quarters, we had command given us to entertain all men that were willing to engage in the present expedition. Accordingly, we obeyed. But the inhabitants, finding themselves much grieved, and were not without cause, they complained that they should be utterly ruined in case their servants were taken from them, they being their livelihood. Upon this complaint, our grandees, the commissioners, ordered that no officer whatsoever, upon pain of loss of place, should detain any man's servant that had above 9 months to serve, and for the future to entertain none other but free men, and such servants as came within the aforementioned limitation.
That's what before. They're allowed to go back home, but we were not. Go ahead.
All which was done intentionally to complete every regiment up to 1,000 before we marched from the island. The doing this have much injured poor people, even to their undoing, and prejudiced many of the rich, some losing 10 servants, some 15, some more, some less, none escaping us.
Go to 53.
When then we find Major Robert Sedgwick, who reached Jamaica on October 1st, 1655.
What we read earlier was that they were not allowed to go because if they left, the people that had them as slaves couldn't live. That was their livelihood. Keep the Negroes there. That was the point of that last page. Go ahead.
When then we find Major Robert Sedgwick, who reached Jamaica on October 1st, 1655, and who immediately assumed charge as commissioner, reporting that the soldiers left there had been principally drawn from the island of Barbados. We are forced to conclude that a really considerable number of Irish born, or at least of Irish descent, must have found their way to Jamaica among the earliest settlers under Cromwell.
These are the black Irish that lived there from the beginning. Go ahead.
This view is strengthened by what John Poyer writes about Jamaica. The conquest of that island, while it opened a wider field for speculation and the exercise of industry, served to drain the population of Barbados in no inconsiderable degree. Allured by the prospects of greater advantages in a theater so much more extensive, many opulent planters and other adventurers removed to Jamaica, where land could be procured in greater plenty, cheaper, and with less difficulty. At the start, The Irish population in Jamaica must have been pretty well restricted to the poorer class.
That's the black ones. Go ahead.
As we find but few suggestive names among the principal planters and settlers in Jamaica in 1663, 8 years after the advent of the English to the island. This list has been
Go to page 55.
of the starting at the top. D.
Go up to the top. Indication. The indications are that well over.
The indications are that well over 10% were of Irish extraction. And as we might naturally expect to find the great bulk of the Irish among the non-owners of land,
Because they were slaves working the land. Go ahead.
at that early date, we may justly argue that even independent of the servant class, the Irish formed a large proportion of the Jamaica population at the time.
As slaves. Go ahead.
Of the bondsmen, Gardner writes that few ships
Few what?
arrived from England without some of this class on board, and that they were, for the most part, Irish. We may judge from the following statement of Arthur Granville Bradley. Jamaica was for some time in a disturbed condition. The Maroons and their mountain fastness were a constant danger.
Because Benjamin they rebelled. The slaves are brought over there. Rebelled. Go ahead. Fought against the British. Go ahead.
The British military settlers required a firm hand, while the Catholic Irish prisoners, the unfortunate product of his Irish wars, shipped in batches.
That's us. Shipped in batches. Go ahead.
To the West Indies, were not in a mood to exercise the franchise in a manner conducive to the peace and loyalty of a British colony. Indeed, these drafts may be debted to the wrong side of Cromwell's account in the matter of statesmanship. Idlers and vagabonds, too, in all parts of England and Scotland, went in daily dread of being seized by the local authorities under Cromwell's orders and shipped to Jamaica, where, for the most part, as white slaves, they had to perform work that only Negroes in that climate can accomplish with impunity.
Go back, read it again. Being seized?
Being seized from the local authorities.
Because Cromwell was, anyone who supported the crown, whether white or black, they were shipped off. But the blacks were told to stay there. Read again.
Being seized by the local authorities under Cromwell's orders and shipped to Jamaica, where for the most part as white slaves, they had to perform work that only Negroes in that climate can accomplish with impunity.
But they got off, but they were set free. They were indentured. We were bound. We were bond servants. The white slave servants were indentured. We were bound for that forever and not allowed to return. They were indentured, worked off their debts, whatever, and went back. We were told we couldn't go back. Go ahead. At least for a while. Go ahead.
Criminals from the Gauls.
See, criminals, that's them. Go ahead.
As well as political offenders of all kinds.
Who supported the black nobility. Go ahead.
Were shipped out to join the motley throng. Among whom the death rate was, of course, prodigious.
Huge. Go ahead.
A great deal of outrage and cruelty, far beyond what Cromwell intended, was perpetrated by individuals exploiting the immigration movement under loose authority at the expense of objects of their personal dislike and vengeance.
The Cromwell's men do what they want to do. Go ahead.
That the bondage of the Irish servant in Jamaica was no whit lighter than what we have seen going on in Barbados is evidenced by the earliest legal documents in the island. In the first published collection of the laws of Jamaica, after the act appointing the number of the assembly, immediately follows an act for regulating servants.
For regulating, watch this.
Wherein the status of the indentured whites is
considered in detail. They cared about regulating the servants' rights that were white in detail. The black, they didn't care about them. So somebody said, "Oh, you had white servants and black." You did, but the white ones they had luck because remember Cromwell's men didn't give a shit. They didn't care. They mistreated everybody. They was like, "No, you can't mistreat the white ones that way. Don't do that to them." The black ones you don't care about, but the white ones you don't do that to them. They had to regulate laws to make sure that the white servants were being regulated properly. They serve their sentence and they go back home. Criminals, offenders, they can go back home. Them black ones, they stay there.
That's verse 29.
Hey, Deke, also, a lot of those white indentured servants that stayed, also, they were able to obtain what is called head rights.
Yeah.
Head rights is when you had a slave. So those of us that became slaves, when you had a slave, you were able to get 50 acres of land for each slave that you owned.
Wow.
So that they was able to obtain head rights. So even you had some that had 60. If you had 60 slaves, that was I read there was a guy, the Edomite, who got 3,000 acres of land for having 60 slaves.
Wow.
Free. They became free citizens, though, indentured service, and every slave they got 50 acres of land.
Yep.
And it was like verse 29. It says that they can't be saved. That's obviously those were able to get saved.
Yeah.
Not us.
Yep. Read it.
Deuteronomy 28 and verse 29. Come on! And thou shalt grope at noonday as the blind gropeth in darkness, and thou shalt not prosper in thy ways, and thou shalt be only oppressed and spoiled evermore, and no man shall save thee.
Go back to verse 68. No man shall buy you. Same thing. No man shall redeem you or buy you. The white servants they were redeemed. They got out of there. They passed laws to regulate laws to make sure white servants are not mistreated. And it says the indentured whites is considered in detail. The blacks, no detail. Go ahead.
The following points are worth considering. All servants shall have according to their contract and indenture.
Go ahead.
But where there is no contract or indenture, servants under 18 years of age at their arrival in this island shall serve 7 years, and above 18 years of age shall serve 4 years, and all convicted felons for the time of their banishment. Any manservant marrying without the master's or mistress's consent shall serve 2 years for such offense.
This is regulations for white servants. Go ahead.
All contracts made with servants or slaves to be utterly void. All suits between servants and their masters or mistresses relating to their freedom shall be heard and determined by any two justices of the peace without any appeal.
What page is this? 57. Okay, go down.
Hey, D, can I ask a question on that?
Yeah.
Real quick. So just going back up, you said this was for the indentured service. This was for Esau.
Yes.
Because if we got caught trying to even sleep with the outside of our race, we was put to death.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So as the scripture says in Daniel 9 and 11, it says there is no evil that have been done under the whole heaven that has been done into Jerusalem. It doesn't matter whether you're reading about indentured servitude or not, because what happened to our people is biblically written that it's the most atrocious thing ever.
Yep.
That's the curses that God placed upon his people.
Right. So this page here is basically giving you an explanation of the regulation of indentured servants in detail. They don't have no details on the black slaves because they were slaves. They didn't give a damn about them. Cromwell especially. Cromwell wanted the black Irish gone, eradicated out of existence. And for 10 years, he was successful in doing it. He killed he killed a quarter of us off. Like a quarter of a mil of us off. A lot of us. Okay? And gave his own kind our land. The military he used to kill us off, he put them in our lands and over there in Ireland. That's how they acquired it. All right? Now, let me see. Give me so we'll end on that. Give me the clip. I want you to come into America real fast. Coming to America when they're on a date, looking for a wife. There's a sister. Except in Joan of Arc. Because if we watch it, it's comedy, but there's some truth to the comedy. There's some truth to it. I don't watch the whole thing, just one part. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's fun. Ready? Yes, sir. Press play. I'm facing crazy. Press play.
I worship the devil.
See, that's the problem. I can't find a man that can satisfy me. Now, some guys go an hour, hour and a half. That's it. A man's got to put in overtime for me to get off.
I'm not interested in a man unless he drives a BMW.
Yeah, well, you know, baby, I'm almost single. My husband's on death row. This is the first date Teresa and I have been on since the doctor separated us.
That's crazy.
I'm into the group thing.
Oh,
I was Joan of Arc in my former life.
it's on what? So you watch that. It's funny. But there's some truth to it. All right, so now give me the book I want. Joan of Arc. The book I have is page 4. I was Joan of Arc in my former life. You got the book? There you go. So this book right here, Sackville West, St. Joan of Arc, born January 6, 1412, burned as a heretic, May 30th. She was a psychopath. She was the loony bird that people took seriously, and eventually they stopped taking her seriously and she got killed. Go up. Yeah, and she died canonized. Let's go to page 4. Let's go to the description. Zoom in, read if common sense was one of her outstanding and most valuable characteristics.
If common sense was one of her outstanding and most valuable characteristics, as I believe it to have been, then at least we owe it to her memory never to romanticize her unduly, as she would never have wished to be romanticized.
The same way they romanticized King Arthur, pretty much. Go ahead.
There is enough romance and to spare in the facts of her life, without inventing also the legend of the China shepherdess leaning on her crook. Joan, was not made of China.
Jump to better. That's where you wasted my time. Better and truer.
Better and truer to see her
prosaically. Okay, that's the word is.
Yep. Sensibly.
Prosaically,
sensibly, and logically, as she herself would have wished to be seen, without embellishment or false claim.
Those who describe her. Her is Joan of Arc. Go ahead.
Those who describe her from either first or second hand.
Account of Joan of Arc's descriptions what we're reading about. Go ahead.
Second-hand knowledge give, on the whole, a consistent picture. Her hair, they say, was short and black.
She had short black hair. Go ahead.
Her complexion, dark and sunburnt, as might be expected.
So she was short. Her hair was short and black, and her complexion was dark and sunburnt, as might be expected. Why? Why would it be expected? Because the blacks were in this time, ruling and living here. Go ahead.
The author of the first part of King Henry VI makes
another black king. There's a whole line of black kings too. Go ahead.
Makes her refer to herself as black and swart.
King Henry makes her refer to herself as black and black. Swart mean black. You black and black. She was black on top of black. Go ahead.
Blackity black. Widely unreliable chronicler though he was, it is still quite likely that his information on this point was derived from some handed down tradition.
So Joan of Arc was a black woman. A very, very, very black woman. So y'all. Now go to Wikipedia. Joan of Arc. Let's see what happened with Joan of Arc.
Uh-oh.
Now, Joan of Arc, shouts, you sisters like, yay, Joan of Arc, Joan of Arc. You sisters is probably clapping it up. And it's just good. It's just good. You know? Read that. Now, remember, she was black, right? Let's see where she's from. Read that. Joan of Arc.
Joan of Arc.
Jeanne d'Arc.
Jeanne d'Arc.
That's her name. Jeanne d'Arc. Go ahead.
1412 to 30th May, 1431 is a patron saint of France.
You see what she's wearing, right? Go see a picture.
Nah, read what her name mean. Jeanne d'Arc.
Middle French, dark.
Wow.
It means dark.
Yeah, Jeanne d'Arc. Joan of Arc is Jeanne d'Arc. Jane d'Arc.
Black as hell.
Jane d'Arc. Yeah. So we go Joan of Arc is Joan d'Arc, not Joan d'Arc. Go ahead.
Is a patron saint of France, honored as a defender of the French nation for her role in the siege of Orleans and her insistence on the coronation of Charles VII of France during the 100 Years' War, stating that she acted under divine guidance.
God was talking to her. Go ahead.
She became a military leader who gained recognition as a savior of France.
So her name is Joan Black, but she got a white, pale-faced demon on the picture here and an armor.
Big, who the hell is this?
That look like let me be quiet, man.
look
like Madonna with armor on.
It look like that.
You don't find that suspicious?
Game of Thrones, that
a White Walker,
yeah.
Like a White Walker with armor on.
The big John, the big tall one. And
Brand of Tarth. Brand of Tarth. Yeah.
Right.
Dang.
Joan was
born to be property peasant, born to a peasant.
Oh, God.
Gosh, Lee. Joan was born to a propertied peasant family of Domremy in northeast France.
So she's French. But it said, as was to be expected, she was black. A black French woman. Because Jake ruled France. We ruled France. Go ahead.
In 1428, she requested to be taken to Charles VII, later testifying that she was guided by visions from the Archangel Michael, Saint Margaret, and Saint Catherine to help him.
Looney Tunes. Go ahead.
To help him save France from English domination.
Like it was Jake fighting against Jake. France and England were fighting back and forth. She was like, "Oh, I'm on your side. God has shown me visions about you're gonna win." She's a loony bird. Now let's go on down. Let's see. Go down. To let me see where it says it. Let me see. Wait. Go. Read after Charles' coronation.
After Charles's coronation, Joan participated in the unsuccessful siege of Paris in September 1429 and the failed siege of La Charite in November.
You know, she told him, "You're gonna win the battle." They lost. She was part of them losing.
Damn.
Go ahead.
Her role in these defeats reduced the court's faith in her.
She's a liar. She's supposed to be a nutcase. Go ahead.
In early 1430, Joan organized a company of volunteers to relieve Compiègne, which had been besieged by the Burgundians, French allies of the English. She was captured by Burgundian troops in 23 May. After trying unsuccessfully to escape.
Burgundians are like a tribe that resided in France. That's they're part of the 10. That's one of their names. I might go into that too. See, that's why I might go into it. 10 heads and 10 horns. Burgundians are part of that. That's another topic. Go ahead.
After trying unsuccessfully to escape, she was handed to the English in November. She was put on trial by Bishop Pierre Cochon on accusations of heresy.
Stop. Or accusations of heresy, which she was. Watch. And what else?
Which included blaspheming.
How?
By wearing
men's clothes. Wow. Go ahead.
Acting upon visions that were demonic and refusing to submit her words and deeds to the judgment of the church. She was declared guilty and burned at the stake on 30 May 1431, aged about 19.
She
was young.
Put to death for wearing men's clothes.
Young feminist.
A young feminist. A crazy feminist. Crazy feminist. All right? Give me the law, please. They weren't wrong. 22 and 5.
Come on!
I was doing a walk on my phone, my life.
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 5. Let's go! The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man, neither shall a man put on woman's garment. For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy God.
So, by law, remember, these guys are a Christian kingdom, so they put it a death according to that law. Wearing men's garment, you got armor on, you fighting battles? Nah, you gotta go. 19-year-old, you on some set it off stuff. Queen Latifah stuff. Nah, you gotta get put to death. So
calling out prophecies and we losing.
Yeah, you calling out prophecies and they ain't working. Prophecies is nonsense. I'm supposed to win. Your prophecies make me lose. It's like a retarded Balaam.
Right.
So yeah, that's Joan of Arc. That's her history in a nutshell. Black, stupid, and crazy, and wearing men's clothes. Put to death and burned to the stake at 19 years old. That's her fate. All right, short and sweet. Now, give me Zephaniah 1 and 8. So you know, back then they ain't play that game when women wearing what they want to wear, all that men's clothes, all that stuff.
Also, there's no coincidence that a lot of these feminists say they have short hair.
Yeah.
Because 1 Corinthians 11 says if she don't want to cover her head, let her head be shorn.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
she has short hair too. All these modern feminists, they tend to have short hair. And we're not talking about the sisters who do the big chop in order to let the hair grow. We're not talking about that. But when you see out in the world, a lot of these sisters who are the empowerment and female empowerment and all that, they have short hair.
Yep. Or they got short hair under the weaves and wigs.
Yep.
Yeah, they're literally going and using that verse.
Yep.
I'm going to apply that then. Yeah, Zephaniah 1 and 8. And it shall come to pass in the day of the Lord's sacrifice that I will punish the princes and the king's children.
All Israel, go ahead. The men and women, go ahead.
and all such as are clothed with strange apparel.
Strange apparel is the heathen attire, the mixed clothing, all that stuff, and all the cross dressing. We got that from the other nations. The other nations, we got that from them. We got that from the other nations. Strange apparel or clothing or articles of clothing outside of our God-given attire that God gave us. Women in pants, men in skirts, all of that goes right back to strange. Oh my God, strange apparel. This guy's like 6'9" and gay. Oh, y'all going crazy right now, man. All right. Shit.
Who's over there?
Aaron.
All right. Oh, all right. Okay. All right. This is wow. All right. So, all right. Wow. How much time we got? 30 minutes. All right. Cool. Looking good time. So now, get me. I asked you. You didn't find anything, right? About H.R. Bretons in Germany.
No, sir.
Damn.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah. Give me
You
page.
didn't touch on it like that.
Give me page 111 and 112 real fast. I'm gonna see if it might. I voted there. It might be there. I put a question mark. It might be there.
In ancient and modern Breton.
Yeah, page 111 and 112. I just want to look at it. If not, I'm just going to skip past and go to the next thing I want to go into anyway.
What was you looking for in particular?
It just mentions us in Germany.
Okay.
I want
Let me see if I can pull something.
us in Germany. Zoom in. Yeah, let me get 111, 112. Let me look at it. Oh, you got to look for that thing. All right. What I want to get. Give me Proverbs 3 and 31 regarding the apparel. This is why we tend to follow behind the other nations. 4th of July was yesterday. As y'all know, America is 250 years old as of yesterday, and we all know historically, those of you who are historians or desire to seek to become one, as us up here, understand that most empires on average, not all, but most on average, by 250 years, they meet their decline. America has been showing signs of decadence. Decadence means decline, means it's falling apart. It starts to unravel. Foolishness is uplifted. Feminism, the bishop showed the video yesterday. Feminism is heavily pushed, and whenever you find women's empowerment in an empire, that is a sign of an empire soon to fall. And so that's why Trump is trying to bring. It said remove God, sexual liberation. All of that goes back to feminism. All of that goes back to a declining empire. And so America has reached the zenith of decadence at this point. And at this point, from this year on, America will have a steep decline. It's already declining now. There's a video, I think, of Trump where he's like pretty much everything he said in his initial office, he's backtracking because Iran was whipping his ass. Iran is beating America's ass all over to the point where America, you see the gas prices is back down, low again. Them gas prices is low again. Over here they are. I don't know about y'all. If you're from California, I feel sorry for you. Your gas is like $8. That's crazy. But I know. But over here, the gas prices are gone down because Trump has talk all that mess. But now them straight to her moves is spanking them. America's getting humbled. A lot of the European nations getting humbled because they're falling apart. Trump is burning bridges, destroying alliances that made America great, like he was trying to do. America was great based upon her alliances with her brothers, France and Britain and her mother Britain. Well, Britain's a mommy. Britain. America done shot the mommy in the face. Punched her. She tripped to her cousin France, disrespecting Russia, disrespecting Spain. It's crazy. So with all the attributes, all the things that made America great, Trump is single-handedly just burning all those bridges, as the Bible foretells he was going to do. Not him, but what Babylon was going to do. That's like the woman in Revelation getting off the dragon and slapping each dragon's head in the face. It's blow, blow. She's just slapping them all. That's what Trump is doing. Right. So America is at the age, or within the age, of decadence, a time of failure, a downward spiral to eventual destruction, like the Bible says.
Yes, sir.
I hope you Christian apologists who are watching this show are taking notes of that. Because none of y'all seem to be able to go into the Bible and show America, even though America's in the Bible numerous times. Where we at? You found what I want?
Proverbs 3rd. You still want
You
that?
got something, Jazz, or no?
I'm trying to find something for the age of
Okay, let me see something. Let's see what's in here.
I had
Hungarian invasions. This was in the year 875, the date of a Danish invasion of Scotland.
The Danes is Jake too. I believe Thorfinn was a Dane. Thorfinn the Black was a Dane. What? There's an animated show called Vinland Saga, and you have Thorfinn, his father Thor's. You have Thorkel, his uncle. Those are Danes. They were black. They should have been depicted as black, but niggas can't be nothing, and so they're white because Ammon's a devil too. All right, yeah. Go ahead, read on.
But this statement recalls the Huns proper, of whom something has already been said. They, it will be remembered, united in their persons the qualities of the two great types under consideration.
Watch.
They were of a dark complexion,
The Danes.
almost black, deformed in their appearance, of uncouth gesture and shrill voice. They were distinguished, says Gibbon, from the rest of the human species by their broad shoulders, flat noses, and small black eyes deeply buried in the head, and they were almost destitute of beards. They had attained to such a degree of power in the 5th century that they were able to exact an annual tribute from Rome, so that the empire might be secured from further injury.
They were causing problems. Go ahead.
They had previously occupied all the territories that had been abandoned by the Goths, whose dominions reached from the Baltic to the Euxine.
Go down. That's all. That's Eastern Europe. Let me see. Read. Wait. You read that. It said the Cimbri.
It is said of the Cimbri that 140,060 were slaughtered by the Romans and 60,000 taken prisoners. And this overwhelming defeat most effectually put a stop to their inroads. But before that, they had in one battle destroyed 8,000 Romans. Lempriere, whose words have just been quoted, describes them as a people of
Ancient Germany. Scythians. Go ahead.
Who at one time inhabited that part of the country which now forms the modern kingdom of Denmark. They were very powerful, and in their invasion of the Roman Empire were so courageous and even desperate that they fastened their first ranks each to the other with cords. A quainter recorder than Lempriere.
Go over the next page and see. This is. Let's talk about Germany, but that's not what I want. Both for Scythian, Cimbri, Huns. Go down. Hungarian, Scotland, with the road of Danes. Go. Read that, and now begins to appear possible.
It now begins to appear possible that the tradition of a Hungarian invasion of Scotland, contemporary with an inroad of Danes.
No, I don't want all that. Give me go next page. Go to Our Descent. Page 111 and 12. Let's try and find what Germany is. Okay. I don't want to take us all over the place. Our Descent, page 11 and 12. Now, this book is based upon British Israelism. I want to reference to make that clear. Those of y'all who may, that's a British, and because Edomites believed that they were descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel, and they're not. But they were on point when it comes. But the reason why that thought was even in existence is because they knew that the Israelites had taken over Europe and ruled over it. So that's where the whole idea of British Israelism comes from. The idea that the Israelites ruled over Europe, and we did, but they were not Caucasians. Okay, that's the difference. So pretty much they bunch of Edomites or Europeans trying to whitewash the black rulership of Europe and turning it into a movement called Black Israelism. And many authors like this one here reference it. Now, some things in this book here I marked off. Some of them are truth mixed with conjecture. Okay? So we have other books that substantiate what he's saying in these books, or some things he's saying he's made up. Okay? So I'm just going to go through some of this. So page 11, read that.
The Saxons are found where Israel was lost. I say then, have God cast away his
No, this is verse number 1.
The 10 tribes became known to the ancient Greeks, Persians, and Romans as Sakai or Sakai.
Now, scholars will say, well, there's no proof of this, but the Sakai and Sakai were called that by the Greeks and Romans. Okay, the Sakai and Sakai were called that, but the scholar will say, but they weren't the 10 tribes, even though they know they were 10 tribes. The 10 tribes were put in those areas. Go ahead.
For a time, they clustered around the shores of the Black Sea.
Eastern Europe. Yeah.
Scythians.
Let me read there earlier. With the Danes residing over there, that's black. So I know Jake was over there. Scythia is ancient Germany, that area, Russia. Go ahead. Eastern Europe. Go ahead.
Scythians and Sakai became interchangeable terms.
That's true. Go ahead.
Being given to the same people.
Go ahead.
Herodotus, Diodorus, Pliny, and Ptolemy state that these Scythians and Sakai inhabiting the regions of the Black Sea are the same as those who came from Media across the Euphrates.
That's true. Go ahead.
Diodorus says the Sakai sprang from a people in Media who obtained a vast and glorious empire.
That's also true. Go ahead.
Pliny says the Sakai were among the most distinguished people of Scythia who settled in Armenia and were called Sakasani. He further states the Sakai were a Scythian race and came from Media.
Remember, the Northern Kingdom was put there. Northern Kingdom was put there during the time of Assyria. They were put in the cities of the Medes. These guys came about in around the 600s BC, at the time of Assyria. That's when they popped up. Now Scythia was an area. You had various different nations that fell under that title, but Israelites were the prominent ones in that area. Northern Kingdom.
Albinus said the Saxons were descended from the ancient Sakai of Asia, and in the process of time, they came to be called Saxons. Ptolemy mentions a Scythian people sprung from the Sakai by the name of Saxons. British history traced from Egypt and Palestine, Roberts, page 105.
Number 8.
Yep. The self-liberated 10 tribes, after leaving Media, became subsequently known as the Scythians.
Which is true, because Paul wrote to the Scythians. He wrote to them. That was our people. Go ahead.
Either from occupying a region so-called.
Either because they lived in that area, they're called Scythians. Go ahead.
Or else to signify that they were wanderers, which is the import of the name.
Page 11, we were page 12.
Of the various Scythian nations which have been recorded.
Jump down to verse, jump down to he also.
He also states that the Sakai came from Media, arriving in Britain via Norway, Denmark, Germany, etc.
That's true, they did. Go ahead.
The Scythians subdued many nations in the regions round about the Caucasus and spread into Europe from the Don to the Danube, taking a westerly direction. All along this route, these
kept moving west. Go ahead.
All along this route, these people left traces of themselves. North of the Caucasian Mountains, there are vast plains now covered by immense numbers of tumuli or tombs. It is generally admitted that some of the people who had settled in Ireland came at an early period into Scotland and were known as the Scotti, a name probably derived from Scythian.
That's a thought, but Scotti is true. Go ahead.
Aeschylus, the celebrated Grecian poet, specially mentions that the Sakai were noted for good laws and were preeminently a righteous people.
What's that, Maccabees?
Yeah.
Get that Maccabees real quick about them. The Scythians. How they had some sense.
Yeah, they would have judged them properly.
What is it? And give me 2 Kings also about us being put in the cities of the Medes, just to confirm this history that we were put in those areas as well.
I got another book too.
You do? Well, give me that. Give me that first. Kings first, with them being put in the cities of the Medes, and then get me.
2 Maccabees 4:47.
Yeah, give me 2 Kings 7, verse 3. We're going to read down to verse 6. 2 Maccabees 4 what?
47.
Okay. Read that.
2 Kings 7, verse 3, is it?
2 Kings 17, verse 3.
Got it?
2 Kings chapter 17 and verse 3. Against him came up Shalmaneser, king of Assyria, and Hoshea became his servant and gave him presents. And the king of Assyria found conspiracy in Hoshea.
The king of Israel, Northern Kingdom. Go ahead.
For he had sent messengers to So, king of Egypt, and brought no present to the king of Assyria, as he had done year by year. Therefore the king of Assyria shut him up and bound him in prison. Then the king of Assyria came up throughout all the land and went up to Samaria and besieged it 3 years. In the 9th year of Hoshea, the king of Assyria took Samaria. and carried Israel away into Assyria.
Watch.
And placed them in Halah and in Habor by the river of Gozan.
Watch.
And in the cities of the Medes.
In the cities of the Medes. Medes, that's Iran. Iran, which is right next door to China, not too far from Europe. It was going to refer to it as Eurasia, because it's all like connected. They're all not too far from each other, that area, that region alone. So Ephraim was placed, Northern Kingdom was placed in those areas. And they migrated, some of them migrated westward, some migrated eastward, and made their way over there into China, made their way into Japan, and so forth. Now, where's it at? We see Iran. Iran's right here. You got Iraq next door, Afghanistan. Above is Turkey. Next door, you got next door to Iran is Afghanistan. We see, go up, we see, you got up. If you go up above, Black Sea is right there. The Black Sea is right there. The Caspian Sea. Georgia, Russia is right above it, right above. Or Eastern Europe is right there to the left. And then you go to the right, is all, same thing. You go further west, you got, I'm sorry, I meant further west. Further west or northwest, you got, Germany, whatever. And then you got further east, you got China and so forth. So Ephraim migrated in both directions. He migrated in both directions. All right? So let's go down, read that.
Verse.
Give me last one. Second Maccabees.
Second Maccabees 4:47, right?
Yes.
Inasmuch that he discharged Menelaus from the accusation.
Menelaus was an evil Negro sellout that turned on his own people for power. He was like Simon. He was like a Judas Iscariot of his time against us. For the sake of the Greeks and power from the Greeks. He turned on his own people. Menelaus, go ahead.
Right. Who notwithstanding was cause of all the mischief and those poor men, who, if they had told their cause, yea, before the Scythians...
If they had told their cause before the Scythians, that will be us over there. Go ahead.
Should have been judged innocent. Them he condemned to death.
So the author here has said that the Scythians were more just in judging matters than the men that did not judge Menelaus for what he was doing. So the Scythians were known to judge matters right because these were our people living in this land here. All right, now give me was it Romans 2? Judge themselves.
Oh yeah.
Romans. Romans chapter 2 and verse 18.
Yeah, Come
on! And knowest his will, and approvest the things that are more excellent, being instructed out of the law, and art confident that thou thyself art a guide of the blind, a light of them which are in darkness.
No, where it says a law unto themselves. A law unto themselves.
21.
Verse 21.
Read that, yeah.
Thou therefore, which teaches another, teachest thou not
No. To the law unto themselves. Hold on.
The bottom of.
Hold on. Hold on a second. I'm trying to find it.
14. 2:14.
Yes,
Yeah,
14. Yes. 14. Okay.
For when the Gentiles,
That'd be the Scythians. That's just referring to Gentiles. Northern kingdom scattered abroad. Go ahead.
which have not the law, do by nature the things contained in the law.
Because the law is already in us. The laws are in us. They belong to us. Go ahead. So we had a knowledge to keep them. Go ahead.
These having not the law,
being the priest to teach them. Go ahead.
Are a law unto themselves.
They're able to judge their own matters among themselves. Go ahead.
Which show the work of the law written in their hearts. Their conscience also bearing witness.
That they're the children of God. Go ahead.
And their thoughts, the meanwhile accusing or else excusing none other.
Judging one another or freeing one another. Judging matters. Accusing or excusing. They were judging matters. Because they had knowledge of the law back then. That's why I go back to the Scythians. If they judged the matter, it would have been found innocent. So that's why in this book it says here, the Sake were noted for the good laws and were preeminently a righteous people. Aeschylus says. Okay? So now, where we at? Go back to the book now, page 12. Yes, sir. Go to page 26. You got something. We had a book, right? Joaquin, you had a book of the show?
I posted it.
Yeah, let's see it.
Pages 165 and 166.
So I'm gonna forget it. Let's see it. Where we starting from?
You can part if the Sakai. Actually, it's,
Yeah, that's good.
Start there.
If the Sakais were of Israelitish origin, we might naturally expect to find some wild remains of them in the country through which we suppose them to have passed, and that they should retain the Israelitish passwords was likely in a country which was probably colonized by Jews at a very early period. These facts at least serve to connect the Sakais or Sakai, from whom we find in Kashmir and Orissa, with the
Isaksi, that's Isaac.
of independent Tartary and Bukhara.
Tartary is like Russia, that same area. Bukhara.
Bukhara, that's one of the areas when you read in First Chronicles that Israel, the northern kingdom, got taken to.
Oh, yeah.
First Chronicles 5, I think, 26.
Yep.
It's called Hara in the scriptures.
Bukhara, Bukhara,
Yeah, and that is modern-day Uzbekistan.
Let's get it. First Chronicles.
Yeah, First Chronicles 5.
26.
26, yeah. In the Kings, the verse that was read earlier, it just says the city of the Medes, but in Chronicles it says Hara.
First Chronicles?
5:26.
First Chronicles 5, verse 26. And the God of Israel stirred up the spirit of Pul, king of Assyria, and the spirit of
Tiglath-Pileser,
king of Assyria, and carried them away, even the Reubenites and the Gadites, and the half tribe of Manasseh, and brought them into Hala, and Harbor, and Hara, and to the river Gozan unto this day.
Hara. Hara is Bukhara. Bukhara, yep. Where's Bukhara at? You see it? It's called what now? Uzbekistan. Right there, right above. Afghanistan's right there. Iran's right there. It's the Medes. And right above there, put them right up there. Uzbekistan or Hara. Right next door to China.
Yep.
Okay.
That same area.
Yep. Russia's right above it. Mongolia. Right next to the Caspian Sea. Let's go back. Read on.
These countries being, in fact, precisely the seats of the ancient Sakai, or at least of the people so called by the Persians in the time of Herodotus, Zaxi and Zakak. It would be very strange if, having from other circumstances been induced to believe that the 10 tribes went into those regions, were there found a multitude of people who declared themselves to be the descendants of these tribes, and yet that they should not be so. We have supposed them to have been named Sakai or Sakai after Isaac. And here, in the very seat of the Sakai of old, we find large numbers of people professing to be Israelites, calling themselves Asaksi,
children of Isaac,
a name readily converted into Sakai by the Greeks, who habitually rendered the names of the barbarians only into approximate sounds. It is possible to account for these facts, but on the supposition that they are derived from the real Beni Israel. Why should these people thus name themselves in spite of the prejudice of all the nations around them against everything Jewish? Had they not been accustomed so to denominate themselves from a period when they had reason, from their influence, to be proud of the name? We can scarcely understand why they should be proud of it now, when anything but high hopes of noble aspirations is associated with it, even by themselves. Now, if the Sakas or Sakai of independent Tartary and Bukhara were the predecessors of the so-called Beni Israel, now resident in those countries, and if they were also called Isaksi after Isaac, then it is fair to infer that the Sakai who came into India through those countries were of the same origin.
So remember in the other book it said the Scythians, they came from the east and they came all the way. So they came from the Caspian, from the Caucasus, they went all the way into Europe. And they now got changed to the name Scythians, which we read in the scriptures. And also in Amos 7 verse 6, verse 16, about them being called the house of Isaac. So that's where the Sakai, the Saxons, the Scythians, that's where those names come from. And they came from the regions. After Assyria fell, after Babylon fell, we started a section of us. We left, obviously, like you read in 2nd Esdras. And then a portion of us that were scattered all about, we started just mixing everywhere else. Started going over.
Man to China, man to Japan. Made our way over there.
'Cause I think even the name of that book that we were just reading says the Saxons from east to west.
Yeah. Yep. East to west. Yep.
Amos 7 verse 16.
Yeah. That's the last verse.
16. I'm sorry about that. Amos 7 and 6. Now therefore, hear thou the word of the Lord, thou sayest. Prophesy not against Israel.
Amos 7 and 16.
7 and 16.
Probably 17.
Amos 7:16. Now therefore, hear thou the word of the Lord, thou sayest. Prophesy not against Israel, and drop not thy word against the house of Isaac.
The house of Isaac. That was Northern Kingdom's title. The house of Isaac. The house of Isaac.
The house of Isaac.
Yep. So that's where that term came from. Sakai, Saxon. That's what it was believed to be derived from. I'll put it in that way. Those of you who look it up. But those were our people who ruled. That's why I said, that's why I entitled the title of the class is Joan of Arc and Eastern European rule, because Northern Kingdom got into that area and we started to dominate. And over time, we gained rulership over these areas and these lands over time. What's this here? What is this?
Didn't we have there was a city in the Northern Kingdom that was called after the Scythians?
Yes, Scythopolis.
Yeah, Scythiopolis.
Yes, it's in the Maccabees
Yeah.
by name.
The Greeks named it that because that's where the Scythians.
They say they placed Scythians there, but they won't say that what they were. But yeah, I can what's the word?
We went over
Infer.
that before.
Yeah, I can infer that that was us as well. They put back there, Scythopolis. It means the city of Scythians.
Yep, the city
Scythopolis. Polis is city, and Scyth is Judith 3 and 10. Get Judith 3 and 10. And again, 2 Maccabees 12 and 29. Read that. Don't Google overview.
The name Scythopolis, ancient Greek, literally translates to city of the Scythians.
City of the Scythians. Go ahead.
It is composed of two parts. The Greek word Scythes, meaning Scythian, and Polis, meaning city or state.
Read that historical naming.
During the Hellenistic period,
Time of the Greeks.
Greek and Roman historians, including Herodotus and Pliny the Elder.
Remember them earlier. Read the same guys earlier. Herodotus, Pliny, Diodorus, Ptolemy. These same names came up before regarding the Scythians. Read again.
During the Hellenistic period, Greek and Roman historians, including Herodotus and Pliny the Elder, recorded that a contingent of Scythian mercenaries was garrisoned or settled in the city.
Because whenever Israel was conquered, they would make us we were warriors. They make us guard the garrisons. You had like Jewish garrisons of Egypt, where Israelites were guarding garrisons there, and you had Northern Kingdom Scythians having guarding the garrisons in that area. And I believe Scythopolis is their land. It's
in Manasseh.
Yeah, it's Manasseh.
It used to be Beth-Shan.
Yeah, Beth-Shan. Yeah, Beth-Shan. And that's in here too.
Manasseh, yeah. And then when we read in 2 Chronicles, Manasseh was taken to Hara.
Yeah.
Where the Scythians were. So
Yep. So you just connect the dots. You connect the dots. That's what we got to do. So another thing for y'all who are watching us, some of you may find yourselves disagreeing with us or may find opposition against what we bring up because modern scholarship. Let me explain something to y'all regarding that. Oftentimes, we're what you refer to as the word is antiquarian. Look at the word antiquarian, please. We are antiquarians. Now, I might be pronouncing it wrong. I think I'm not. Antiquarians is what we are. Antiquarians are, read that.
An antiquarian or antiquary is an expert collector or student of antiquities and things of the past.
Read.
The term is most commonly used today to describe dealers of rare, collectible, and out-of-print books, old documents, or valuable historical artifacts.
That's what we are up here. We are antiquarians. And the reason why I'm emphasizing that is because the older the book, the closer it is to that time. You understand? And so what happens is Esau, being the devil he is, the Bible speaks of, what modern scholars come behind. We're in the age of information, right? And so when information is readily available and open to the public that can cause issues or problems with history being told or taught in schools now in modern times, modern scholars, quote unquote, will come behind and play cleanup oh, well, based on DNA and based upon this can't be true and this is wrong and this is a lie. Meanwhile, these men were around, like Pliny, Herodotus, Diodorus. They were around at this time. So they knew what they were talking about. Modern scholars, 3,000 years later, no, they were wrong. They were there. You weren't there. So, not taking away from scholars, but oftentimes what ends up happening is modern scholarship oftentimes, not all the time, but oftentimes will come behind ancient scholarship and undermine it or remove it. When we say that, for example, the Scythians is Northern Kingdom, we read earlier, the Northern Kingdom was taken by Tiglath-Pileser to a place called Hada, a city of the Medes. Hada became Bukhara. Bukhara is Uzbekistan. That's the same region as the Caspian Sea, the Black Sea, Tartary, Scythia. It's the same place. And Iran and Russia are next door neighbors. It's right there. They zoom in again. Go to Russia. Go to Russia again. Russia right here. Where's it at? Georgia. Georgia, Russia. Iran is right under it. They're literally right there. So when it says they put the Northern Kingdom into the cities of the Medes, Ephraim was all in here. All in this area. They just moved up. Some of them moved up to Russia. Russia right there. That big yellow thing is Russia. Iran and South Russia are neighbors. Okay? So Ephraim migrated themselves either up to Germany, Poland, or someone to China. Because Iran and China are literally next door neighbors. They're right there. So Scythopolis or Scythia, this is Northern Kingdom being put in those lands.
Hey. Sorry, D.
Yeah.
Pull that book up. Remember, we had a book from what's his name? Israel Radadevis.
Oh, Radavivis, yes.
Radavivis.
And that's why this class is entitled Joan of Arc and Eastern Europe rule, because we dominated these areas and these lands when we got exiled into them over time. Go ahead, you got that?
Yeah, check the
Here's a Radavivis, yes.
Telegram.
You got that? What I want while I pull it up? Read Jude 3 and 10.
The book of Judith, chapter 3 and verse 10.
This is when the Assyrians, the Babylonians or Assyrians tried to rally against Israel at this time, and they were sitting here. Read that.
And he pitched between Gebal and Scythopolis.
Between Geba and Scythopolis. Go ahead.
And there he tarried a whole month, and he might gather together all the carriages of his army.
2 Maccabees 12:29. Shut you.
2 Maccabees 12:20. 2 Maccabees chapter 12 and verse 29. From thence they departed unto Scythopolis, which lieth 600 furlongs from Jerusalem.
Which is not too far from, which is 600 furlongs from Jerusalem. It's the same land mass. Scythopolis, the city of the Scythians. I read this page here, Israel Radavivis. The blue part, the highlighted blue.
The Scythians, Getae.
The Scythians and Geta. Geta is the name of Septimius Severus. And his son's name was Geta. Geta and Caracalla. That's a family name. And remember, he came from Septimius Severus came from the Phoenician line of Israelites that took over Libya all the way to Mauritania. So Hannibal and them were historically known and recognized to be either Asher or Zebulon. Right. That's Northern Kingdom. And Hannibal and Septimius Severus were of the same family line. Or family, I say family. So that name Geta goes back to Northern Kingdom again, or the Phoenician line. Read again.
The Scythians.
The Scythians.
Geta. Thracians.
Thracians was Spartacus. Spartacus was a Thracian. We showed y'all a picture of him, black as hell. Right. And he had the same wavy hair they have now. But he was dark. A gladiator. It was him and Crixus. He was a Thracian. Go ahead.
And Goths.
And not the Visigoths, those are white ones. The Goths. Go ahead.
Having thus been traced to one common origin, or as being rather different names for the same people.
Different names for the same people. Go ahead.
There can be no reasonable doubt but that these represented the descendants of the 10 tribes.
There you go.
Who had escaped from the Assyrian captivity.
Go ahead.
It has also been seen that some of these migrated into Asia Minor.
Galatia, Phrygia, Corinthian, Asia Minor. Go ahead, watch.
And thus joined the Greco-Israelites.
They did what?
joined the Greco-Israelites in their colonies there.
That's who Paul was writing to. That's who Paul was dealing with. The Scythians, the Colossians, the Corinthians, the Thessalonians. That's the Laodiceans or Lacedaemonians, Spartans. That's a Spartan right here.
Spartan.
With the damn braids going down his back. Okay? Now, where we at? Second, we read it already, right?
Yes.
Get me, hold on, real quick. I'm gonna show y'all Scythopolis.
D, that other page that they showed earlier, that's that's going back to the age of decadence, the age of empires. That's what I had up.
Oh, okay.
I know you had passed that already.
Okay, got you.
Go down. We read this already? We didn't read this, right?
No, read that. Read it. Yeah, read it.
Read this.
The name was first applied to the wandering Ephraimites.
No. Go up. Right there, the first name.
The first name history records prominently of these now wandering nomad tribes is that of Scythians, which derived its full title from the original words Scots, Scuths, and Scyths. The change in the original singular name is merely caused by the flexible enunciation, which we find influences the accent of different tongue peoples in speaking a foreign name. The shibboleth of language, which is just as common today as in the past. To us, the name changes provide a record of the peoples whom the Ephraimites came in contact with during their long sojourn through many lands. Right. The name was first applied to the wandering Ephraimites.
Wow.
Because of their particular peculiarity and marking their trail by heaping stones into a
pyramidal style.
Pyramidal pile. To the ancient Crimeans, who first named the Ephraimites Scots, is probably appeared as an oddity of race, but to the escaped Israelites, it was an act of consecrated devotion, a ritual that was a definite part of their traditions. It had its origin in the outstanding act performed by Jacob.
The 12 stones, yeah.
Who on awakening from his remarkable dream erected an altar of stones to mark the spot and commemorate the significance of the dream. This was the occasion recorded in the Bible, familiar to every Christian when Jacob envisioned a continuous flow of angels.
Jacob's ladder.
Ascending and descending on ladders between heaven and earth as a token promise that God would be with Jacob and his lineal seed forever to perpetuate the covenant.
That's all I want. That's good. That's some good stuff. So give me Joshua 17:11. I'll give you the actual biblical name of Scythopolis prior to being called Scythopolis by the Greeks. Joshua 17:11.
Come on! You got it? Joshua 17:11. And Manasseh had in Issachar and in Asher.
Manasseh had in Issachar and then Asher. They all shared that landmass, but Manasseh had in possession in Issachar and in Asher what?
Bethshan.
Bethshan. Go ahead.
And her town.
And her town. So Bethshan became known as Scythopolis. And western Manasseh became known as Caesarea, which is where Cornelius is from.
And Ibleam and her towns, and the inhabitants of Dor and her towns.
Dor is Caesarea Maritima, which is where Cornelius resided. Go ahead.
And the inhabitants of Endor and her towns, and the inhabitants of Tanakh and her towns, and the inhabitants of Megiddo and her towns, even three countries.
So that was Manasseh's land. Okay, we got a text?
Oh, that's the newest one right there. Okay. Shalom deep leadership, Israel, Most High in Christ bless. Did we bring our records, the Bible, into the land we were scattered into?
I can't say for sure. I mean, you might have, or we just brought it along us. We brought it along with us through oral tradition. We just did it. We did it that way. I'm sure we did. I'm sure in some instances we may have. No, you know what? Yeah, we did. We did in some cases, yes, and in some instances, no.
But also when like Esau and them
over here in America, yes, we brought them over here, and then in China, Japan, yes, but not I'm not sure about everywhere. What you saying, Jess?
No, You correct, but I'm saying in some of the lands that we did bring our records, when Esau conquered us and the Arabs conquered us, they burnt our records.
They burnt them. Yep. Yeah. Or kept
it.
Stole them and put them in vaults.
Yep.
Vatican, Smithsonian. Go ahead. Shalom.
Shalom, mighty men of God. Since you just read Maccabees, I was wondering if you recalled the specific verse in that book that indicated Hannibal's defeat from Rome and becoming the Roman Empire.
Yeah, First Maccabees 8 and 4 was where Hannibal was loosely mentioned. Not mentioned, but the account of him, his involvement was in First Maccabees 8 and 4.
I think when they took the mines.
Yeah.
The
Yep.
silver,
And they
took the
conquered his
gold.
brother, Hasdrubal. First Maccabees 8 and 4.
First Maccabees chapter 8, verse 4.
This is when Hannibal started with Antiochus the Great.
Yeah, the third.
Yeah, the third, to overthrow Rome, and he lost. And then Hannibal was on the run, and Antiochus got punished for siding with Hannibal. And read on.
And that by their policy and patience,
Rome.
they had conquered all the place,
This is a Roman kingdom by this time. Go ahead. This is Edom and Japheth ruling together. Go ahead.
though it were very far from them, and the kings also that came against them from the uttermost parts of the earth, till they had discomforted them and given them a great overthrow.
No, I'm sorry. Read verse 3.
Verse 3. And what they had done in the country of Spain,
Right. Go ahead.
for the winning of the mines of the silver and gold which is there.
They won those mines and silver and gold from Hannibal's brother, Hasdrubal, and they conquered Spain. And they took it from him. And then another one, example would be, hold on, I'll get another one, Hannibal loosely mentioned. Hold on. First Maccabees.
Remember, the Romans wanted Hannibal as a hostage as well.
Yeah, get First Maccabees 1 and 10. Yeah, but when Antiochus the Third, or the Great, sought Hannibal's counsel,
He rejected it.
he rejected it because he
didn't want Hannibal to get all the glory.
He didn't want no niggas glory. No niggas. He didn't want no Negro to have no glory.
Yeah.
First Maccabees, so he ended up not taking his advice, and he lost. He would have won if he took his advice. He didn't take the advice.
Hannibal told him, yo, you got to attack Rome in their homeland. And Antiochus was like, nah, I'm going to fight him over here in his little provinces. And he ended up losing.
Yep.
And before he lost, Hannibal dipped. He's like, yo.
Yep. This guy going to lose.
Yeah.
Yep. Get First Maccabees 1 and 10.
And I got the page from Seasoning Christ to back up First Maccabees 8.
Okay. First Maccabees 1
First Maccabees
1 and
chapter
10.
1, verse 10. And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, Antiochus, a wicked root, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been a hostage at Rome.
Right, because Rome, when Antiochus lost that battle that Hannibal told him he would lose for not fighting in the right place, he ended up losing that battle, and he had to pay a heavy tribute. That tribute lasted him like generation, pretty much. So as a means to show he would pay that tribute, they took his son from him. So Antiochus Epiphanes was held hostage at Rome until Antiochus the Great was able to pay that tribute off, and he wasn't able to. He died. So Antiochus Epiphanes got released from Rome as a hostage, and he paid
Remember Seleucus, Antiochus the Great's son, his first son, he gave his son Demetrius to get his brother back.
Yeah, that's what he did. Yeah, in exchange.
Yep, in exchange.
Yeah,
I want my brother back. I'll give you my firstborn.
Yep, that's what he did. So that was the reason why he was a hostage at Rome, because he lost the battle against Rome that Hannibal advised him not to do. So that also Hannibal's tied into history also. First Maccabees 1 and 10, and First Maccabees 8 and 3.
7, yeah.
Yeah, read that. From with the book you got, Judge?
Got Daniel
Before we
11
break.
too.
Daniel 11, yeah, definitely. Daniel 11
18.
is crazy.
Yeah.
Daniel 11 is insane. Y'all can also go back and watch that too. Go back to my old videos and go to the Greek history. I go to Daniel 11 verses 1 all the way down, almost completed. But Daniel 11, it goes into history like in detail. It's almost scary. Daniel 11. Read that.
The Second Punic War changed the face of the Western Mediterranean. It gave Spain and all its wealth to Rome, providing the funds for the Roman conquest of Greece.
And that's the Roman Empire. Go ahead.
by bringing the precious metals of Spain to finance new luxuries and imperialistic expansion, and by enabling Italy to live on the extorted wheat of Spain, Sicily, and Africa. It was a pivotal event for almost every phase of Roman history.
So that conquest alone was what made Rome go from being a kingdom into an empire based on black wealth. Rome gained its ascendancy through the black wealth and conquest of Hannibal's provinces, Sicily, Spain, Africa. That's how they became an empire. That's in 1 Maccabees 8:3. All right? So now. Huh?
Oh.
Okay.
I'm sorry, D guy.
Yeah, zoom in.
Zoom in. This is just laying back in off the history with Hannibal and Antiochus.
In a consultation.
Yeah, read that.
In a consultation which he held respecting the prosecution of the Roman war, Hannibal advised him to march immediately to Italy, where the Romans could be most easily conquered.
At home, go ahead.
But the Roman ambassadors, by their frequent and crafty visits to Hannibal, had succeeded in exciting the suspicions of the king against him.
Damn.
And his judicious counsel was not valued according to its merits.
Right, so that goes back to what you were saying.
Yep.
They didn't value Hannibal's counsel. And he fought with Rome all that time, so he knew he had experience dealing with them.
Yep.
He had no backup.
He had no backup.
He had nothing, no help from his from Carthage.
Yep. All the niggas was like, no, you're on your own. They were jealous and stupid. Niggas. So we're gonna go on a quick break. I'm gonna go on a quick break. Where we at? Another book, Our Descent. Where we stop at? 6. Let me see it one more time. Okay, go to page 54 real fast. So I ain't got much in that book anyway. 54. We can go to a quick break real fast. We'll come back to that page. All right? So y'all just stay tuned. We'll be right back. We got more for y'all. Stay tuned.
Switched up and changed for him. Switched up and changed for all for the most high. Switched up and changed for him. Oh yeah, that's right. I switched up and changed for switched up and changed for him. Oh yeah. Switched up and changed for.
I won't be acting shady. No, this ain't fugazi. Keep the laws and hold it down and get that crown. I know you heard what I'm saying. If this is a game, then I'm not playing. We in this building.
You might think you're looking at a neighborhood in America or the Caribbean, but half of these people live in the Middle East. There is a vibrant population of black people living right now in Iran. Concentrated heavily along the southern coast, they are known as Afro-Iranians. Centuries ago, our ancestors were scattered across the globe through the Indian Ocean slave trade. Though separated by vast oceans and centuries of time, the lineage remains unbroken. The spirit bears witness. From the provinces of Iran to the islands of the sea, the true 12 tribes of Israel are waking up. For centuries, our history was hidden and our people were scattered by the slave trade, but the prophets are back. It is high time to awake out of sleep, leave the ways of the world behind, and return to the commandments of the Most High. This truth is expanding to every corner of the earth, and we need your help to push this gospel forward. Discover your true identity. Email us today at iuic.diaspora@israelunite.org.
Pues lo bonito que te explican muy bonito, cosas como te digo.
Se explica bien, lo explica con gusto y lo entendemos.
¿Y el color de Cristo, qué color era en la Biblia?
El moreno.
Pues está bien porque todo es sacado de la Biblia.
¿Qué color es Cristo?
Negro, color negro.
As the true descendants of Israel, from the line of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, under the covenant of the Most High God, our freedom does not hinge on the founding of America. So, while fireworks light the sky, we should reflect on a different light.
Pick it up, yeah. Dance on the floor, breaking it down, pick it up, yeah. Whoa, look at the groom, look at the bride, we pick it up, yeah. Group of the friends, family around, they drinking up, yeah. They drinking up, they pick it up, yeah. Look at the groom, look at the bride, they pick it up, yeah. Dancing around on the floor, round and around, they pick it up. They pick it up, you doing it right, you pick it up, yeah. You pick it up. When the sun coming down, you know it's time. I ain't turning back, I've been thinking about tonight. I've been counting the moons up to the day. Now I'm on the way, I don't wanna waste no time.
Our God did not command Israel to celebrate the Independence Day of America. He calls us to remember our true identity through His commandments. One of our true heritage and the enduring promise of an eternal freedom that transcends the rule of all other nations on earth. As Christ reminds us in the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, verses 6 through 8. Keep therefore and do them. For this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations. What nation is there so great that hath statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law, which I set before you?
We out here in Chicago for the Puerto Rican parade. We're here to wake them up to their true nationality, their true identity. We're not out here to revel, we're not out here to party, we're not out here to lust. We out here to do the work of the Most High and wake our people up to their true nationality.
From the islands to the mainland, llevamos las heridas. Same pain, same struggle. Through the years they couldn't defeat us. Judah and Ephraim, separados por un tiempo.
Words of life are being uttered right here today. We need to stop, take a minute and listen to what the word is saying.
Leemos toda la Biblia y toda la vida está hablando de
like we just love each other, you know what I mean? Representing culture.
Hey, that's assault. Y'all got hatred in y'all heart. We're not out here for that, man.
Ephraim got a problem with Judah, and Judah got a problem with Ephraim here in this city. But we come to tell them what's right according to the Bible, that we must love our neighbor as we love ourselves, man.
Christ commanded the disciples, He said, go ye into all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, teaching them to observe whatsoever I have commanded you.
Listen, there's no foundational teaching throughout these areas here. There's too much work to be done. Too much work to be done.
Following intensive talks, we are pleased to announce that the peace deal between the United States of America and Islamic Republic of Iran has been reached. Both sides have declared the immediate and permanent termination of military operations.
There's Jews that came from the Indus region valley. How did they get there? Dravidians and Aryans are of Iranian race. But why are they saying the Dravidians are descendants of the lost tribes of Israel?
There are Israelites scattered amongst Elam. They named them Sake. Why did they name them Sake? After Isaac. We use the scriptures of the prophets to be able to identify where the children of Israel are.
Afro-Iranians and the diaspora community scattered across the Indus Valley region. If you believe this truth and want more information about your heritage,
Right now we are at the Noonday Festival out here in Philadelphia. Our people are out here worshiping another god, as usual. Yoruba goddess called Joan, fertility goddess, going back to Asherah, going back to Isis, going back to Easter, going back to Ishtar. People never learn, man. Never learn. They have no knowledge what they're doing, no knowledge of self, lost, festive, cooking, eating, traveling around, fornicating as usual, trying to find knowledge of self. We managed to, however, teach some, came to our table, some came with questions, some received answers, they gave us some flyers, but overall, this event pretty much just shows or displays that our people have no knowledge of self. They're seeking identity, they're seeking culture, but they're not quite there yet. So we tried to reach them. Also, we reach some souls out here. So pray for us. Pray the mission was successful. Shalom, Most High, Christ bless.
He added, meaning he was one of the.
It's a hidden history radio, and we really want to know if you really know who you are, because we gon' go very far.
All right, we're back. We are back. We are back. We're back. All right. What we gonna pull up something? All right, pull up some stuff real fast. I'm gonna pull some things up for y'all really quick. We're using page 54. Let me see. 54. Zoom in. You read. Where's Chronicles? Read that one.
Cadiz?
Yes.
Yes, sir. 10. Cadiz. History.
No, 9.
9. The Reverend Canon Lysis is quoted by E.F. Waddington as saying the Phoenicians, along with the Israelites,
They were the same thing. Go ahead.
has established an emporium for trade at Tarshish or Tarsus.
Spain. That's where Hannibal numbers at. Spain. That's where it started. Go ahead.
1 Kings chapter 10, verse 21, etc. Afterwards, Gades, now Cadiz in Spain, more than 1,000 years before Christ.
That's very true. You know number 10?
Cadiz, history. Cadiz founded according to tradition by Phoenician merchants from Tyre as early as 1100 BC.
Initially, then we took over. Go
We
ahead.
have that map too.
You had that map also, yeah.
Had become by the 7th century the Great Western market for the amber and tin from the
Cassiderides.
Thank you.
You know, the tin, that's what we got from Spain, the tin. And from Britain also. We went to Britain, we got the tin from there. Go down to Hebrew identity.
The Hebrew identity of the Phoenicians and Greeks to whom this extract refers will become clear by a study of the context of the present volume.
Right, the Hebrew identity of the Phoenicians because they were Israelites. There's other books that substantiate this. Hannibal and all of them come from there. We got a text.
Shalom. So the main reason for the modern scholars do the cleanup on the older info is to push a narrative they want, despite the fact they can't deny facts in the older books.
Right, that's what they do. They put a lot, not all books, but for the most part, the books we tend to bring out regarding history of Israelites, they tend to whitewash and so forth. Like Native Americans being Israelites. Oh, like I looked up. I had to use AI to look up all of the books found in the Library of Congress that show that Israelites are Native Americans. And it's like, yeah, Jesuits said it, missionaries, explorers, politicians, it's in the Library of Congress. And I'm like, so they're true? Well, it's because they have it. It doesn't mean it's true. I'm like, oh gosh, so even AI be on some BS. Yeah. But based upon modern scholarship, it's like, well, modern scholarship does not negate the Native Americans telling these people who they are over here. Mm-hmm. You could use any scholarship you want. If William Penn, whom which Pennsylvania is named after, he said it because he encountered them. Many Jesuits and missionaries and conquerors, explorers, quote unquote, colonizers came over here and was like, yo, these guys are Israelites.
James Adair,
who spent 40 years living with them, living with us, came to that conclusion, and many, 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 many more. So modern scholars will go, no, those accounts, no. So it's like you gotta be careful with the modern scholarship. I'm not saying deny it all, because I use books from time to time that are modern scholarship, but be very mindful when it comes to biblical history of modern scholarship. You see what I'm saying? All right. What page is this? 55. Okay. Read that. Spain and Portugal.
Spain and Portugal together constitute the land called the Iberian Peninsula or Iberia. This name is derived from Ibrahim or Ibrahim, meaning in the Hebrew language,
Hebrews. Iberian Peninsula. Yes. Go ahead. Igbo. Go ahead.
The word was probably brought to Spain by a body of the descendants of Zara, who left Egypt about 4 centuries before the conquest of Palestine and founded settlements in the Iberian Peninsula.
Zara was a child of Judah. Go ahead.
The name of the river Ebro owes its origin to the same cause, being formerly called the Iberis or Iberis, i.e. the river Hebrew.
The Hebrew River. The Hebrew River. That's also true. Go, let me see, page 85.
One important section of the Scythians who...
Now this, I had to use AI, says, is it true? It was like, yeah, it's true. Because some things are argued, some things it doesn't. Go ahead, read that.
One important section of the Scythians...
Of the Scythians, or Scythopolis. Go ahead. Give me that Colossians 3. Is it Colossians 3?
Yes. Yeah, 3.
When Paul, read that real fast, and Paul wrote to them or spoke about them.
Colossians chapter 3, verse 11. Come on! Where there is neither Jew nor Greek. I'm sorry. Where there is neither Greek nor Jew.
Greek nor Jew. These are Israelites. Greek, Greco-Israelites. Greek or Jew. Go ahead.
Circumcision nor uncircumcision.
Some of them are circumcised. So uncircumcision is the Greeks. Uncircumcised the Jews.
Barbarian.
Those who can't speak Hebrew.
Scythian. Bond nor free. For Christ is all and in all.
In all his people. Those are all his people, and Christ is in all his people. Go ahead. So the Scythians, who Paul mentions, those are people too. Read that.
One important section of the Scythians who came from Media.
Came from where?
Media.
Where Northern Kingdom was placed. Go ahead.
Is to be found in Wales.
Wales. Go ahead.
It may be regarded as identical with the Cymri of the Assyrians, the Kimroi of the Greeks, and the Cimbri of the Romans.
So these names, Cymri of the Assyrians, Kimroi of the Greeks, and Cimbri of the Romans, go ahead.
And now known as the Cymru. In the British Museum, there is an obelisk brought from Nineveh by Mr. Lanyard, on which is the following inscription: the tribute of Jehu, the son of Cymri.
Cymri is Omri dynasty. This is Ahab's family. Cymri or Omri. They're called Cymri. Go ahead.
Silver, gold, bowls, vessels, goblets, and pitchers of gold, with scepters for the king's hand. All these have I received.
Shalmaneser the second. We read about him earlier. Go ahead.
Rankin found a marble among the ruins of the same city, on which the words were found: Sargon, king of Assyria, came up against the city of Samaria and the tribes of the house of Cymri.
Of who?
Cymri.
Omri. Go ahead.
And carried captives into Assyria 27,800 families.
So he brought a lot of Ephraim into those lands. Imri, Comri, Cimbri. Read that.
Of the Galatians, Bishop Lightfoot, that great scholar and theologian, who was not a British Israelite, said, there is little doubt that these sojourners of Galatia were Celts.
And the Celts were Israelites. We went over that long way back. Go ahead.
And that they were the subdivision made by the
Philologers
of the great Celtic nation known as
the Cymri, going back to Omri, Northern Kingdom, Ephraim. Go ahead.
The kindred branch of which the Welsh today are the modern representatives.
So a lot of Ephraim migrated into Wales. So the Celts and Galatians, that's a fact. That's to say they're interchangeable. Galatians and Celts, interchangeable. All right? So now, give me the map, the lineage map. That's what I have here. I skipped it.
Galatia was a colony of the
Gauls. Yeah, Gaulatians.
Gaelics.
Gaelics, yep. Yep. Yeah, that map. So this is a map from a book called Heritage of the Anglo-Saxon Race. This book also pushes the whole idea of British Israelism, which has some truth to it in terms of Israelites ruling and sitting upon the thrones of England and Ireland and Scotland. Those were Israelites, as we showed you over the course of time. Zoom in. Now the unfortunate thing about this, the Covenant Publishing Company, it is British Israelism, but it says the heritage of the Anglo-Saxon race. So there's some truth to this, but the unfortunate thing about it is that British Israelism is nonsensical because they go off by the mother, and the Bible goes by the father. Numbers 1:18, the Bible goes by the father, not the mother. So we will present the information whether is there some validity to this? Yes. But I'm not going to put my whole stock in this lineal map. All right? Read that.
The book of Numbers, chapter 1, verse 18. Come on! And they assembled all the congregation together on the first day of the second month, and they declared their pedigree after their families by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names from 20 years old and upward.
So you are what your father is. You go by what your father is. All right? The Bible is patrilineal. Patrilineal.
Right.
Now, let's zoom in some, if we can, the best we can. You got Adam up here. Let's zoom into Adam. Adam, it says, which was the son of God. Damn. Yep. Which is very true. Luke 3:38. Seth appointed, because he was the child made in Adam's image. So he was the appointed heir. Enoch, a prophet. Methuselah, the oldest living man to ever live. Noah, for there are 3 sons of Noah, Shem, Ham, and Japheth. You see, it jumped from Shem to Eber. Blessed be the Lord God of Shem. Is Eber the origin of the Hebrew, meaning colonizer, colonist? I've read it means past regarding the language, but who knows? Go over to the left. Ham, Canaanites, Philistines, Amorites, Hittites. That's true. Go to the right. You got Japheth from the 7 sons
of Japheth are descended the
Goyim
or Gentile nations,
i.e.
non-Israelite or foreigners.
Yeah, but Ham was too. That's stupid. Nahor, Milcah, go down. We'll go over to the left. So you got Abraham right there. No, Abraham to the left. Abraham, Terah, his father. Friend of God, Sarah, his wife. By Sarah, Sarah Hebrew. Go over to the right. And go over to the right. His brother. Nahor, Bilhah, Bethuel, Rebecca had Isaac, Laban, Leah, blah, 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 blah. Go back over to Abraham again.
His nephew Lot.
Nephew Lot, yep. Now go down, you see Isaac right there, for our grandfather. Go to the left. Ishmael, his older brother. This is the Arabs. Ishmael, the Arabs. That's true. Hagar, the Egyptian, that's true. You will be a wild man, blah, 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 blah. Mahalath, and married Esau. Yes, his daughter married into Esau. Esau married into the Arab nation, so I got a lot of pale-faced Arabs and Turks. Those are Edomites mingle with Arabs. All right, and now it says Esau, right? You see Esau right here? It says Edom, Turkey, because remember they migrated to Turkey and became the Ottoman Turks. Ottoman Turks. Okay? Mingle with the Hittites, that's true. That resided in Mount Seir. Mahalath and Ishmael. Esau took on these wives, Hamite wives, and an Ishmaelite woman. Now it says it's Esau right here. Now go to the left. What it says the race
ruling the race
ruling over
Saracens and Mohammedans in the
present day. So the race that ruled over the Saracens and Mohammedans. The Saracens were us, the Moors. The Saracens and Mohammedans were Negro Moors. It says the race ruling over the Saracens and Mohammedans in the present day when this was put together. So that means that who was ruling over the Moors in this time? It was white people. Mm-hmm. The white man. So the white man tells you in this lineal map here that Esau is the white man. King Ferdinand, Isabella, Edomites. Okay? I'll read again. This is the race ruling over Saracens and Mohammedans in the present day. And that present day is now. Right. Even now it's the same thing. The white man conquered the Moors. They didn't stop. They still rule until this day. It just branched off. So then you know Esau is in fact, this book just tells you that Esau is in fact the so-called white man. That's a fact. All right, let's go down. You got, let's see, Esau, Jacob. Jacob has 12 sons. Right? You have Abraham's other sons up here. Abraham, Jokshan, Medan, Midian, Ishbak, Shua. Israel here. Okay, ruling with God. That's true. Remnant of God, Leah and Rachel, Hebrews. Go down. You got the tribes. So go over to the left. Reuben being the oldest. You got Simeon, the Levi, Israel in the Isles. This is mothers. This is 12 sons, mothers. Levi, the priest tribe. Go over. You got Judah, the scepter tribe. The scepter shall not depart from Judah. So Shiloh come. This is true. Go over to Issachar, Zebulon. That's right. That's right. Dan, the pioneer. They always wander. They travel around. The pioneer tribe. They sail. Naphtali, they became the Caribs over here and the other places as well. Gad, Asher, go back over.
The Pacific Islands.
Pacific Islands, yep. They're over there as well. Go over. So Israel and the Isles. Now the Isles here, now this is where it becomes a bit conjectural, more, I'll say more hearsay. I don't know. No Bible scripture substantiate this. But it says Zara, going back to Judah again. Darda, his sons. Tros, Hector, section 7, go down. So this is Zara. So Zara was it says Trojans down there. Hector, you're seeing that pretty much at the Hector numbers Judah that resided in Greece, and that's the Trojan War. That's what I've heard. I don't know. I've heard they were Dan. I don't know. Go down. Nicanor. Not to say Nicanor and Maccabees. This is of Britain. Cassander, BC 74, Francus, Claudius, Macamir, Franks. So these are all Jake families. AD, but they're saying it's Judah, which is possible. I can't put too much stock into this map. But it's Emmerich II, Albert, Erbard, Conrad, Ulrich. These names that came across before. Ulrich, Edhard, Henry, Ulrich. These are all like the ancient names that eventually lead to like the King James and Charles. Go up, you see Charles up here, right? You see Charles up there, Charlemagne. Go up. Udamar, Rich Kumar.
It's Caradoc.
Go down.
Caradoc.
Yeah, Caradoc, right there. Yep. Go up real fast. Let me see. Go up to the top. It's a blue line. Follow the blue line. Let's see who he ties to. Okay, it's saying the same thing. He might be Southern Kingdom. Go down. Yep. See all them names? These are all Silurian names. Lickwark, Idwal, Room, Blidden, Morgan, Berwin. These are the Silures. Siluri names. They're saying it's Judah. Who knows? Carl, Quinn, Gwyn, Baron, Lear, like King Lear. House of David, Bran the Blessed. Then Caradoc, first Christian king in Britain. They say one of the disciples of them, one of them taught him. Or Linus may have taught him. Or Linus and Claudia are possible descendants of Caradoc. Give me, what was that in Timothy? Linus and Claudia.
Timothy 4:21.
Yeah, it's right here. 2 Timothy 4:21. Yep. Pudens and Rufus, she married Claudia. Linus, first bishop of Rome, and then Claudia married Rufus Pudens. Read that, and that they are descendants of Caradoc. There's some truth to that part, so who knows? I can't really put I'm not going to stand 10 toes down this map, but I just find it informative to some degrees. You got it? Read that.
2 Timothy chapter 4 and verse 21. Come on! Do thy diligence to come before winter. Eubulus greeteth thee, and Pudens, and Linus, and Claudia, and all the brethren.
Yep. So that's who Paul's. Those are Paul's people. Pretty much Paul wrote to them. Paul wrote to them. They were followers of Christ as well. They were disciples. All right. Let's go over to the right. Kings of Ireland and Scotland. See that right there? You got this thing here. You got well, it's kind of blurry, but we'll make do. Go up to the top. You got UCAD. Go up. Royal House of David. Nathan. Go up. Yeah, Phares. Yeah, Ezram. Jesse. Go down. 8, 9. Royal House of David. Nathan. Solomon. 10, 15. Mathatha. Menon. Malaya. Asa, Josaphat, Amaziah, Uzziah, Jotham. Go over to the right where it says there. Let's see. The Lord was with Josaphat. Ruled, so House of David. Ruled for 7.5 years over tribe of Judah only.
170,000 men that drew sword. 2 Samuel chapter 5 and verse. Yeah.
Okay, go down.
So they basically giving scriptures for each one of those that they can identify in a sense.
Yeah. So go down. Yeah, that's what I was doing. Giving a summary. Go down. Jachin, section 2. So got Jachin here. Section 2, it says the poorest so people together, princesses, daughters of Zedekiah with Jeremiah. Yeah, that's the folklore right there that they left. There's no real biblical evidence of this, but this is folklore that one of the princesses of King Zedekiah escaped or something like that, and she ended up marrying somebody. But even still, you go by the father, not the mother. But that's the belief that this woman here
fled to Egypt.
Fled
from
to
Egypt, they
and
went
Jeremiah
to,
was helped her out. I don't know. Go over to the right, Judah in captivity. Go down, genealogy right here. Read that. The genealogy of the house of David.
Genealogy of the house of David. So Jesus Christ, the Messiah, BC 4, continue from before the captivity.
So read that right here. Son of Salathiel, son of Nerai.
Son of Salathiel, son of...
There's underlines. It says begat Joseph here. Underlines it here. Go up. Those arrows real fast. Go up. What's it that says? Nerai and Jachin. Go down.
So Jachin is from what that map shows. Jachin was Solomon's line, or King
yes,
David's
yeah. Go up again.
Go all the way up to the top.
Yeah,
on the right
Jachin's
side.
that line. Nerai is on that side. Yeah, they know. Nathan and Solomon. Yep. Yeah. Go down. They know it's different lineages. Yeah. Go down.
From the royal line.
Yep. On both sides. Christ, both parents on both sides.
So Salathiel on the right side. Salathiel beget Zerubbabel.
And you got Heli. You got Heli down here.
It says son of Eli and in red. Yep. I want to see. Go down to the note. I want to see what that says. Go down.
Note.
Read this here.
And Matthew, unquestionably the genealogy of Joseph. We are told that Jacob begat Joseph. And Luke, Joseph is described as the son of Heli. He could not be the son of
Jacob
and Heli. The conclusion is inevitable that in Luke we have Mary's genealogy.
Hey, Deke, remember we have that old Bible too.
Bruh. I ain't know that's even in here.
We have that old Bible.
We do have the old Bible that says that.
It's the same thing too.
Wow.
It's under the
we have it?
bishop table, yeah.
Yeah, go get that joint. Read that. Read it again. The conclusion what?
And he cannot be the son of Jacob, Joseph, and Heli. The conclusion is inevitable that in Luke we have Mary's genealogy, and that her husband Joseph was son-in-law to Mary's father Heli. That Joseph, in such a case, should be called son of Heli would be correct in Jewish usage.
Schofield Bible, note on Luke 3.
We need that.
Damn, yeah. Put that in the Bible.
He's been saying it for a while.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, people argue it. So that whole thing about Africanus and that levirate marriage don't make no damn sense. It ain't biblical. It's just not. He can't be both the sons at the same time. If you got Nathan's line on one side and Solomon's on the other, he can't be both. He can't come from both lines. It's impossible. He cannot. And the reason why Luke even talks about that lineage is because of Eli. That's why it mentions Eli. The same way it mentions Luke, John the Baptist's parents both being of the sons of Aaron, is parallel. When you read about John the Baptist's lineage and you read Christ's lineage or the accounts of their lineages in the same chapter, they parallel each other. One had the Holy Spirit in him. He goes out and preaches. There's parallels. You know, there'll be a performance. The same angel visited both parents. Yeah. Gabriel visited Zechariah and his wife, and then Gabriel visited Zechariah, and then he went and visited Mary and Joseph. The same angel visited both. So their lives are parallel. But there's no way that Joseph could be both the line of Solomon and Eli and Nathan at the same damn time. No contradictions, exactly. So, where we at? Go over. So, like I said, I some of this stuff I take with a grain of salt, but some of this stuff is accurate. That Esau joint is fire. This joint here with Luke and Mary is fire too. I'm glad I decided to go into it. It's been a while since I wanted to pull this out for a while. I had this book for a long time. Let's go over.
Make sure you take a picture of
Hebrew
the front
cross.
page.
That's bullshit. Go up. I don't get cross. Let's see. The ghetto. Oh man. Oh, this is my first. Now, understand, y'all. It's my first time really going through this map like this. So, whatever you guys are seeing for the first time, I'm seeing it for the first time. All right. Just letting you know. I came across this map like me and Jazz years ago. We came across this map. We're gonna use it one day.
Yep.
You know. Read that.
The migrations of Israel, 721 BC to 1066
Oh snap! Yo,
AD.
stop playing! Stop playing! Son. Stop playing!
I tell you, Dick.
They playing games. This book is crazy, yo. Let's say. Let's just go through it. Come on.
In 718 BC, Israel.
No, 721 BC. It's cut off. There's a crease there. 721 BC. That's the time of Assyria. Go ahead.
Israel was finally carried captive to Assyria and never returned. Many escaped.
Hold on. We had the map.
You have the map?
I took a picture of it, but it's too. This is a more.
It's a little bit clearer.
Oh, you want to see the book? I can hold it up too.
No, the actual map, so you can read. So you can read from it.
Oh yeah, but it's big as hell.
It's fragile too.
Yeah, it's big.
Yeah, I know.
It's fragile too.
Very fragile.
So this is the map right here, y'all. This is the book right here.
So he could kind of.
This is the book right here. The map we're reading from right here. It's called The Heritage of the Anglo-Saxon Race by M.H. Gayer. Anyway, I'm sorry. Y'all evils. It's corrupting me. So anyway, we're wearing red too. Wearing your damn colors. Anyway, so Satan color. Anyway, so this book this is the oldest rendition of the book because the other, which is weird. I have 3 copies of this book. 3 copies I ordered, and out of all 3, only 1 came with the map. 2 don't come with the map. So I said, okay, I know what you're trying to do. So I kept it.
I have mine. Mine is real fragile.
Yeah. This is the map right here we're reading from.
Are you able to get the section that he's reading right now?
Yeah, he can get it. You gotta take it. You gotta take it though.
It's bigger than him.
Yeah.
I'll grab it. You want me to grab it?
This is the map right here. All right, I'm holding it up.
Sit on the stool.
That's the actual map.
There's the actual map from the book here, right here. Okay. Now, where it is in the map, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
you
it's
want to
right.
take it? You
It's
want to
right
take it?
next to the
You
actual.
gotta take it properly. You gotta stand and take it because I can't. Yeah. Careful. Grab the other corner. Yeah. All right, that's the actual map we're reading from. For it come out. It's in a little slip in this book right here, back here. All right, we can. That's where you fold it and put it in here. All right, so. Yeah. Like I said, antiquarians, bro. Antiquarians.
They got the image in the Bible.
Okay.
The migrations of Israel, 721 BC to 1066
This book is
AD.
published in 1941. The Covenant Publishing Company, a bunch of Edomite pictures, a bunch of Edomites here. They're all in here. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Taking this picture, was that? Yep, 8 of them. You got it?
Yeah, we got it.
In 721 BC, Israel was finally carried captive to Assyria and never returned. Many escaped to other lands, but the bulk of the 10 tribes were taken to the region southwest of the Caspian Sea. Here, they were called the people of Guta. The ancient name of the Assyria was Gutium. And 100 years later, they escaped the whole land. Then, seething with war, left open one available route only, northwards through the Caucasus, where one passage to this day is called the Gate of Israel.
One pass in this day is called the Gate of Israel.
One pass to this day is called the Gate of Israel.
Here the tribes seem to have separated.
Here the tribes seem to have separated. Ephraim and Manasseh as the Geta settled at Arsareth.
Wow, that's a Geta.
A region of Scythia, north of the Crimea. See 2nd Esdras, chapter 13.
They're trying to say that's a
Yeah, nah,
they're trying to say
that's
that's American. That's off too.
While,
Go ahead.
while the larger party called the Geta settled in Cassiphia. Cassiphia.
No, that's in the Bible.
Yes.
That's not too far from Babylon, I believe. That's like the Iraq. Cassifer, go ahead.
East of the Caspian, and gradually became known as the Scythians, as Britishers in Canada are called Canadians. The Mesogeta, Ezekiel, about 593 BC, visited these tribes seeking their aid against Babylon. They refused. At this time, they ceased to be called Israel, though the name was still employed in prophecy concerning them.
That's not scripture I know of. Go down. Like I said, you can't put your feet totally 10 toes down in here. You got to take it with a grain of salt. Now go up, wait, go up. So Hebrew, L, true. Hence Israel, true. Angels, yeah, true. Hence Goths, true. Goths is up. I read a book literally about Goths and Geta. Thracians are the same. Guth, Norse, okay. Led by Odin, that's legendary stuff. Go down. General name. Read the Geta. Read that part.
The Geta. About 593 BC, Ephraim and Manasseh separated from the Mesogeta and were known as the Geta, or people of Guta.
Okay, that I can go along with because of the Phoenicians. That makes sense. And Geta, Septimius Severus, his son, that family. I can align with that. That makes sense. No that.
For about 700 years, they lived in Dacia, now Romania. Greek and Roman accounts of them are meager and untrustworthy. In war, they were deemed invincible.
I definitely believe that. Yeah.
As predicted, Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 17, and Micah verse 5 and 8. Excuse me.
Oh, 8, yeah.
About 82 to 76 BC, one of the Anses, or Getic godmen, arose among them named Decimus.
Let's go down because there's a lot of some are legendary. Like I said, I'm not going to read all of this. It's too much to go into. Christianity now, spread among them. Do 245.
In 245 AD, the Goths under King Ostrogoth, whose name they adopted, attacked the Romans, but they were brought off. Later, they defeated the Romans at Moesia. Christianity now spread amongst them, and Ufala translated the scriptures into Gothic.
Okay, go down. Let's see. Go up, go to the right. Map on top. Okay, zoom in to the map on top. Bill, bring it out. Berbers, yep, that's us. Go over. Okay, let's see what we got here. So we see sketch map of what? What I say?
Sketch map illustrating the migrations of the tribes of Israel from the date of their first captivity to Assyria BC 741 to their final assembling in the Isles of the North AD 1066 under their new name as foretold in Isaiah chapter 52, verse 2. 42, verse 2. These names.
That was Isaiah 42 and Tuesday. Well, 52, verse 2. New name?
42.
Go ahead, say. I don't think that makes sense.
Yeah, 42, verse 2. He shall not cry nor lift up, nor cause his voice to be heard in the streets.
No, that can't be that.
52.
52, verse 2. I'm just.
We black, man. We can't figure out these Roman numerals.
Yeah, well, we ain't Romans.
Right.
What's that?
Isaiah 52 and 2. Shake thyself from the dust, arise and sit down, O Jerusalem. Lose thyself from the bands of thy neck, O captive daughter of Zion.
I don't know.
I think it's 62 and 2.
Okay, yeah, go
but
62.
they put it backwards. The L is supposed to be in front of the X. That's 62 and 2.
Yeah.
The L is in front of the X there.
Yeah.
62 and 2.
Yep.
And the Gentiles shall see thy righteousness, and all the kings thy glory. And thou shalt be called by a new name, which the mouth of the Lord shall name.
No, that's in the kingdom. That's not what that means. Go up. Let me see. Berber, Vandals, okay. Liberia. These blue lines is Northern Kingdom's migrations. Okay. Let me see. Norse, over Scythia. Yeah, that stuff I can go along with. This makes sense. The migrations, yes. They're migrating all around. Israel right there, yes. Them being taken captive and being taken all around. Go up. Yeah, Caspian Sea. Huh?
I was about to say all the way in the top right corner, you see the Sakai right there. Right near the Mesogeta.
Yeah,
Go down a little bit,
All
Sakai
those
and Sakai.
arrows, all those trails are the migrations of the Scythians.
Geta right there to the left. Yeah, okay. I can roll with that. I can roll with that. Yep, them traveling all around. That's true. But also to the Americas though. That they left out. Go over. Let me see. Nation and company, area, population. Go over down. Nation, company, nations. That's very true. Nation, company, of nations. That's very scripturally accurate. A nation and company of nations shall be of thee. That's very true. They got Americas. The red lines there. Go down.
Got East Africa, South Africa, India, Australia.
Yeah, true. Go down. What's that? In the Most High.
When the Most High divided to the nations their inheritance, when he separated the sons of Adam.
No, I don't want that. I want the red lines. What's the red lines for? Let's go up.
It's on the map in front of you. You can see it clearly.
What's the red lines for? Is that indicating where the northern kingdom of Israel is? Is that what it's saying?
Right. Yeah, that's what we were just reading.
You're just saying what the red lines are for? Go up to the...
There should be a legend somewhere.
There we go. The colors. The colors were selected by God for use as the tabernacle. The purple.
No, that's the color of the cloths and stuff for the tabernacle.
Oh, no, that's something else. Go up. Company of Nations. Not that far up, no. The map right here, we're looking at it. Yeah, that map with your hand, where the hand is at. Zoom in.
To the left.
To the left. Zoom to the left. What's the colors there?
That's what they were just reading.
British Isles, Great Britain, Dominions, Settlement. That is true. Conquest, Treaty, blah, 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 blah. Go down. All right, go on. I don't want to spend too much time on this. Go down. Zoom in.
Hold on. It says the world of British possessions blue surrounded scarlet, American possessions blue. So I guess the red lines is going into populations when you look all the way to the left, but the colors is going into blue. It says it in that little map.
Populations of who? Northern Kingdom of Israel?
It just says area and population of British Dominion.
Oh, where Britain took over.
Okay,
That's all. Yeah, colonizations. That's colonization areas. Australia. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. All right, go over. This is them glorifying white folks again. Go down, but try and make themselves Israelites and they're not. Let me see. Not the black ones anyway. Go down. Let me see. Is that it? Okay, go up to the top right. Manasseh equals America. Zoom in. Let's see what they got here. Zoom in. Let's see what they got here.
Ephraim is the Britain and Manasseh the
Yeah, British Israelism is crazy, man. British Israelism is crazy.
and
Crazy.
Ashkenazis are Judah.
Ashkenazi, yeah. White folks is crazy. That's all I want. So they got some good stuff in there, and some of this stuff is freaking wackiness, man. Promises of Ephraim, birthday, little birthright. Yeah, Esau's going crazy. He's trying to say is Israel. Like I said before, it's British Israelism. It's very British. Be very mindful of it because it is a doctrine. It is madness, but there's some truth in it. Now, right here is good. We read here. Go up to the top of this. Right here. Read that heraldry.
Heraldry was first introduced into England during the time of the Crusades for the recovery of the Holy Land, A.D. 1095 to 1249. The earliest roll of arms recorded is in the reign of Henry III. The 12 tribes of Israel had certain emblems and devices peculiar to each. These emblems, at first purely tribal, later became national. The emblem of the house of Judah, the scepter tribe, was the lion.
Yep, that's true.
That's Micah 5 and 8. The emblem of the leader of Israel, Ephraim, the birthright tribe, was the unicorn, wild ox, or bull.
Yes, that's King James heralded line. Some of your Bibles actually have. Yeah, I folded this wrong. It's all right. Some of your Bibles actually have that symbol in the bottom of my Bible here. The Cambridge Bibles, some of you may have, some of you may not have it, but in mine it's right here. I don't know if you can zoom in or not, but it's right here.
Yep.
This right here. That's the same image you're seeing on the screen. Go show that image again. Show it to them. It's small, but it's a King James heraldic line. Judah and Ephraim reigning together. So there is some truth to both kingdoms being or intermarrying and sitting on that throne. How much truth there is, I can't say for certain because some of it is conjecture and British Israelistic nonsense. So, I don't know. I can't say for certain. But yeah, it's gotta be very
Got that page in the Bible. The Holy
Yeah.
Bible.
Yeah, Holy Bible. Yep. Oh, yeah, I found it. Oh, yeah, that's the joint.
Yeah.
Holy Bible, Hebrew, Greek, and other editions in diverse languages. The Old Testament, first published by the English College at Douai, A.D. 1609. The New Testament, first published by the English College at Reims, A.D. 1582.
It's older than the King James.
Yeah. What year is this?
1609 for the old,
Wow.
and it's 1582 for the new.
Yeah, it's older. Douay Rheims version. Yeah, the Rheims version. Yeah, it's older version than the King James. Yep. Go ahead.
It's the bottom left. That paragraph here on the bottom.
Zoom in. That's all we need. Go ahead.
Remarks on the two genealogies of Jesus Christ. To make some attempt at a elucidation of the present very difficult subject of inquiry, we must carry in our minds, one, that in the scripture language, the word begat applies to the remote as well as the immediate descendant of an ancestor.
Yes.
This accounts for the omission.
That's like a grandfather or father. Yep.
This accounts for the omission of several descendants in St. Matthew. Two, the word begat applies not only to the natural offspring, but to the offspring assigned to the ancestor by law.
Law, yep. That's a father. In-law. Go ahead.
Three, if a man married the daughter and only child of another, he became, in the view of the Hebrew law, the son of that person.
Meaning Mary had no siblings.
No brothers.
No brothers. No brothers. Right. She had a sister. She had no brothers. She had a sister named Mary. Yeah, it was two Marys.
Yep.
Or Miriam, whatever. But she had no brothers. So when her father passes away, what happens? If let's say, for example, I have all girls, right? And Jez has sons, right? And his sons marry one of my daughters, and I pass on. In my inheritance, I must put his son as my son to inherit my land. That's why it has that there. That's why Eli is mentioned at all. That's why it mentions him in the first place, because that's the male line. The inheritance is passed through the male.
That's why she had to marry Judah as
She
well.
had to marry Judah as well, marry her tribe. She had to marry Judah and her tribe. You understand? Read on.
Three, if a man married the daughter and only child of another, he became, in the view of the Hebrew law, the son of that person, and thus was a son assigned to him by law. The last two positions show in what sense Zerubbabel was the son of both Neri and Salathiel, and Joseph the son both of Jacob and of Heli, or Joachim. St. Matthew, in descending from Abraham to Joseph, the spouse of the Blessed Virgin, speaks of a son properly so called, and by way of generation, Abraham begat Isaac, etc. But St. Luke, in ascending from Jesus to God himself, speaks of a son properly or improperly so called. On this account, he makes use of an indeterminate expression in saying the son of Joseph who was of Heli, that St. Luke does not always speak of a son properly called, and by way of generation appears from the first and last he names, for Jesus was only the putative son of Joseph, because Joseph was the spouse of Mary, the mother of Christ, and Adam was only the son of God by creation. This being observed, we must acknowledge in the genealogy in St. Luke 2 sons and properly so called. That is, two sons-in-law
instead of sons.
Yep. As among the Hebrews, the women entered not into the genealogy. When a house finished by a daughter, instead of naming the daughter in the genealogy, they named the son-in-law, who had for father-in-law the father of his wife. The two sons-in-law mentioned by St. Luke are Joseph, the son-in-law of Heli, and Salathiel, the son-in-law of Neri. This remark clears up the difficulty. Joseph, the son of Jacob in St. Matthew, was the son-in-law of Heli in St. Luke, and Salathiel, the son of Jechonias in St. Matthew, was the son-in-law of Neri in St. Luke. Mary was the daughter of Heli, or Eliasim, or Joachim, or Joachim. Joseph, the son of Jacob, and Mary, the daughter of Heli, had a common origin, both descending from Zerubbabel. Joseph by Abiud, the eldest, and Mary by Ressa, the younger brother. Joseph descended from the royal branch of David, of which Solomon was the chief, and Mary from the other branch, which Nathan was the chief. By Salathiel, the father of Zerubbabel and son of Jeconiah, Joseph and Mary descended from Solomon, the son and heir of David. And by the wife of Salathiel, the mother of Zerubbabel and daughter of Neri, of which Neri Salathiel was the son-in-law, Joseph and Mary descended from Nathan, the other son of David, so that Joseph and Mary reunited in themselves
all the blood of David. Yep.
Saint Matthew carries up the genealogy of Jesus to Abraham. This was the promise of the Messiah made to the Jews. St. Luke carries it up to Adam, the promise of the Messiah made to all men.
Yeah. All right. That's what goes into madness.
All Israelite men.
All Israelite men, yes. All men of Israel, yes. That's it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, we're going to jump more into, we're almost concluding the Eastern Europe. We took a journey with Northern Kingdom into Eastern Europe and Joan of Arc. We kind of went all over the place today, but it was fun. So, Lord's will, next week, we will touch on, if Lord's will of life lasts, we even have it, the show. We will join to Eastern Europe and how we ruled over there. Further, remember Northern Kingdom is already there. Pretty much our travels into Eastern Europe, we did it today, in our ruling. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. We kind of went a little off the rails a little bit, but it was still, in
confined,
sync. Yeah, confined. So Lord's will be a bit more on track next week. All right, so Lord's will, hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. I landed right there. All right.
Yes, sir. Yeah, all praise to the Lord. That was a great lesson. I'm pretty sure a lot of you learned something. I know I did. I always do. All praise to the Lord. Hey, as y'all know, man, this is our 201 episode, man. We appreciate all of you that were part of the whole 200 episodes. Continue to tune in, ask questions, leave your comments, whether positive or negative. It all helps. It all helps.
Almost forgot. We forgot to mention the kilts.
Oh, yeah. We got the images. I posted them.
Yeah. So sister had asked on Clubhouse, real quick. A sister had asked me on Clubhouse that the men wore kilts and that she was aware of that there were also certain colors and why do we wear it. But the kilts that Esau wears today is not the kilts that we wore back then. It was a gayer rendition. Esau makes things very gay. So this is how we originally dressed. This is how we used to dress like this. We had pants. That's how we wore our garments back then. This is a digital AI rendition of the ancient.
They're called the Great Kilt. When we wore it was the Great Kilt.
The Great
Esau
Kilt.
revamped it in the 1700s, and that's what we know as kilts today, where they're basically just skirts. But it was basically a woolen cloth that we tied around our waist, and then we threw it over our shoulder because of the Scottish Highlands to help us from
keep
the
us
weather.
warm.
Yeah.
The Highlanders. We were the Highlanders, the Lowlanders. That was all us as well. We didn't go into that. We never touched into the Highlanders, did we?
A little bit.
Did we?
Yeah, a little.
Put the other image too.
Hey, bring your boy up.
No, not the white dude, man. My man, Fred. Yeah.
See how it's like a wrap.
Yeah, it's almost like a poncho, almost like an Irish poncho, black Irish poncho.
This was called the Great Kilt, and what we
Great
have
Kilt.
today is not that. We wore the Great Kilt. Esau
kilt
made
to
it
gay
a skirt.
kilt.
Gay kilt.
Yeah, the gay kilt.
We wore it with
Great
class.
kilt, the gay kilt.
Damn.
Why are you gay?
Yeah, why are you gay? So, what else you got? Something else you said, Jess? Put my man up, man. Put my man black. My man white black. Put my man white black. You know what I'm talking about, right? Come over white black.
Like I'm a nigga today. Put him up.
With his foot in the stone. You know what I'm talking about? The clan book. My man white black. Homer Simpson black.
That's white chocolate.
My man whitewashed chocolate.
Duff.
Clown nigga, Iconoclasm Jenkins. This is whitewash the hell out of this. Whitewash Iconoclasm Jenkins.
Yeah, he proud too.
You posing.
Yeah, he
posing.
proud.
With the black name.
Come on, man.
Come on, bro. You don't talk about we left it there for 2 hours.
Yeah, he talking about some whole year.
Crazy, you got
Yeah, the
fringes on that
fringes.
too.
Yeah, you got fringes in the bottom of it.
We
Yeah.
wore that with class, man.
Yeah, that looks.
That look warm.
Yeah, it does.
Like I said, it reminds me of like the African kind of
Yeah,
the
they
West
throw it
African
over,
attire. Yeah,
yeah.
now they throw it over their shoulder.
Bro, hurry up.
We can't nothing,
Yo,
bro.
we just keep
we
talking,
can't
bro.
we can't have nothing, bro. You know, we just can't have nothing. He saw this coming, just makes it weird and homoerotic and just ruins everything, man.
Hey, but our people crazy. They wouldn't wear that, which looks masculine, but they'll wear the gay one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because the white man said it.
With no
Crazy.
pants
The white
underneath.
man-
Yup.
No pants underneath.
Just flopping around under the skirt.
And they have like a little purse in the middle.
Oh man.
Yo, can you find it or not? So we can move on.
It's in a book called The Clans, man. It's
Yeah,
a big
man.
clans.
Yeah, man. So, sis, that's your answer.
Thank you.
Hey, hey, your boy
Hey,
right
see,
there.
look.
My
No
man,
shoes,
yeah,
no
man.
pants.
No shoe. That's not how we wore our stuff, man. This guy look crazy, bro. He holding up a beer bottle in his hand. Is it a hat?
It's a hat.
To cover his comb over?
That's his toupee.
Yeah, that's his toupee he's holding in his hand with a skinny ass sword.
You know where you got that skirt from, and it damn sure went in the men's department.
That's Trump in his
He ain't wearing no side. He ain't got no shoes on, nothing. This guy,
What's
what?
his name again? Go down.
Iconoclast Jenkins.
McDuff.
McDuff, yeah, my man.
Black, black.
Yeah, White McDuff.
So that's me.
White McDuff. McDuff mean black, but his name is, but somehow he look like this. This is diabolical, man. The audacity of caucasity, man. That's what this is. The audacity of caucasity. That's what this is. His name means nigga. He's white. This is insane. And nigga will read the book and go, yeah, he's white.
Right.
Go to the next page.
find that suspicious.
Go to the bottom, please. McDuff. Now go to the page where it mentions what his name means.
MacDuff.
Yes, let's zoom in down. Hey, read that, please.
Man, read that, man.
The MacDougals of Lorne are descended from the ancient princes of
That
Argyle.
ain't the one. That ain't the page. The other page.
Right there.
Yeah, that's the one. Yes, read that.
This surname is one of the most ancient in Scotland, and the chief was among the first of those nobles who became distinguished by the Saxon title of Earl. Duff, the BH having the sound of F or V, is the term in Gaelic.
Gaelic as in Celts, as in the Galatians, same thing. Go ahead.
Descriptive of a black or dark colored man. And all those who are of this clan refer to Macduff, the powerful Thane of Fife.
The Thane. Go ahead, up Fife, go ahead.
Who overthrew Macbeth in 1056 as their common ancestor.
As their common ancestor. So Macbeth was black too. Macduff. Go back to this dude
That
again.
goes back to the Scythians.
Yeah, go back to this. Go back
Sakai
to
and all that.
Yeah, goes back to the
Black.
Scythians being black, the Geta, the Goths. That's all the same people. So this fast comes full circle.
Beowulf was a thing.
Beowulf was a thing. Yeah, Beowulf. That show, the movie's called Beowulf. You have to watch that with Angelina Jolie. It's a really good movie, but she's a demon. It's called Beowulf. That's Jake. That's Jake too. Did this guy Macduff look like this? He look like Frasier. This guy crazy, man. Macduff looking like this.
Yo, you can't.
All right, man.
Who's
So
that wrestler that do that? He wear that, just that. He's a wrestler. I forget his damn name.
I mean, this crazy, bro. That's just the audacity. This dude's name is nigga, and he's a white man holding his hand in his hand.
Like chilling.
Yo, it's crazy, bro.
I'm black.
I am
today.
Thane.
I'm Mac nigga, and he's white. That was crazy. Yo, I'm done, man. Let's just wrap it up, bro. Wrap it up, yo. This is crazy, man.
I'll praise to the Lord.
Yo.
So yeah, man, don't forget. All right, yeah, continue to tune in to Our Hidden History. Subscribe. We got IUIC Philadelphia, IUIC Philadelphia in the classroom. Donate to Our Hidden History on PayPal, IUIC Philadelphia.
That guy look like Kramer. That dude look like Kramer with a kilt on, bro.
Put a skirt on, yo.
Yo, bro, I'm sorry. Go ahead, man. Go ahead. I'm sorry, yo.
Hey, he heard the one song, man. Put a skirt on.
Oh,
Put a skirt on, boy.
Oh man, so yeah, man, donate Art in History. As you can see, it has done a lot for the show. Helped purchase a lot of books. The deacons and the officers definitely get busy on. All praise to the Lord for that. IUIC at Philadelphia at IsraelUnite.org. Donate to the Booster Club on PayPal. IUIC.fundraising at IsraelUnite.org. Last but not least, subscribe to IUIC TV for exclusive content from the leadership of IUIC. Okay, next.
They say he like a smoked out Peter Pan.
He does.
Yo.
Damn.
Oh man.
My man Kramer, man. Kramer the kilt. Yeah, man. Oh, man. Go ahead. Who we at, man?
With the missing persons.
He missing too.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Who we at, man?
Yeah, our missing persons segment. Our brother Jarrell Jackson is missing. Age
12.
12, man. Age 12. African American, black, brown. He got eyes color brown. 5'1" in height. 80 pounds. Man, he's a thin brother.
A little boy.
Yeah, you already know. You find any information, know anything about the brother, make sure you call your local authorities and give this information. And update, brothers and sisters, those that are doing this, it has been helping. We have been finding a few of our lost brothers and sisters. So all praise to the Lord for this segment.
That's
Let's
good.
keep it going. All praise to the Lord. Now the land fund, IUIC.nationhood@israelunite.org. In the notes section, put land. Y'all already seen the commercials. For those of you that do know, y'all seen what's going on. They already building on there, but we need more funds to continue to build on the land so that we can finally celebrate all our feasts and everything that belongs to us at peace at our own discretion, man. All praise to the Lord for that. Keep donating to that. Here you are. We're seeking your assistance to enhance our national broadcast. Kindly spare a minute to provide feedback by answering 5 brief questions. That's the QR codes. Scan that, answer your questions, and hey, I can say that the team did pretty good.
They did a good job, man. And any problems that we had today, I blame Manny, even though he's not here.
He's not here, but he will get the blame.
Yes.
But even though he's not here, the team did well without him.
Yeah, I'll praise him. I'll praise him. I'll praise him.
But we miss you, Manny. Hope you heal up, brother.
Yeah,
All
man.
praise
Lord's
to the
will,
Lord.
man. Get better.
My shut, man.
Is that it?
All right, that's it.
Yeah.
All right, so Lord's will, man. We'll see y'all next week. Well, not next week. We'll see y'all soon. We're gonna touch on the Russian black families, Eastern Europe. You know, the Ivan the Greats, the Saint Peter. We're gonna go, pretty much, Ivanov, whatever freaking names, Drago, Rocky, whatever. We're gonna go into all that. Lord's will. Next week, Russian icons, Russia, we're going to go into that stuff, so stay tuned. We got more for y'all. The little twisty top cathedrals over there, we're going to go into that. So Lord's will, stay tuned for that. Well, I'm going to enjoy going to that. That's pretty much the last of it before we end it. So stay tuned. Look forward to seeing y'all again. Shalom, Most High in Christ bless.
Shalom.
Next time. Till next time.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Christ bless.
Bless.